dear Boneba say interactive.
Okay.
Menewo and yetie for the RF4.
Ebrana South say betenase at the midweek edition. And then Wednesday, yatenase just do me no be sorry. LIVESTREAM already seated and check. Wabwa amanene nkomo no dodo na no de ebe we a na abidafo be kan ho na ensema do free eye amanene ani fie nyina no ya cheche adwen ade afadwumade no ho yamama chin na yadamase for choosing insurance passports over the others na enimsam matras ya motwen yenso ya ready said in common nyina no ebe damo ene anopenti join their live ewo YouTube Nhyira TV, YouTube Nhyira TV. Oba o subscribe ya na odo message no aka ho ebra ya tena se na edi agode mu nsemi enso edi Abraham kopim se dumienu ebebo na no ada ne boy classico na o the classico de ebo wie se a ensem ne yenka nwie da post a classical analysis no yenka nwie ebeba sa stories no ba na eba na Abubakar a classical ADBC Vinicius Junior a brand coach Zabia Alonso yi ni film no Abrante nyamienu gni bufu papa na Sansen Samson ye say the meeting be koso between coach and Vinicius Junior. Yeah, the air details and more at the Bebramo, the story behind the story in the nane the Bebramo our story no Manchester United management say if we has will be adwuma pa na wo piano so amu ne bae no kakra na nsa wa chere ne say is a good coach enti omo de omo ye satisfied odo panina adwuma oye no Juven so nche no mo pa mo coach ye say enche kra Luciano Spalletti omo de dwumadie no enso de be man na games wo ho Carabao Cup na EFL no Arsenal babo Brighton Liverpool asa ko shia Crystal Palace biem Swansea ebobo Aye City na Wolves aboyanom Chelsea and so on some has ya games or friendly na games awo ha yakoba na ya berurum and so to me at the amam good news at the Black Queens that news at the name first one and it's a Black Queens or mania qualification ekobo a women's half corner and so be almost 4-0 in the second leg into the Coca first one o can in Abuma 7-0 and edema omo from say Egypt America say Egypt omo enso entimi anto aso bi ma Ghana ye ko enum with 7 aggregate. Now after the game no the second good news no ni say sports minister Yera Kofi Adams say e kana na shawa na man no craft point omo so mu ntweni no makobo game no sika no omo atua yakoba na eno so yedemo afem na mahu said ye hunsem no and so it's Etienne Shawanzo 4.5 midweek edition of Nhyira Digital Passports is airborne. Good morning. Frobi na onunso Frobi unfa from ho catching the Nhyira Passports. Yatena say adi dwumadie no adi Abraham. Yenkomrai na abidafo entrance Richard ni.
Ena yedi nkomo no. Nti ye mo bibia akwa ba. Obetimi a join yen. Ewo Nhyira TV, ewo YouTuber. Nka ebeye me de pa, especially for the first nkomo na yedi no. Then you enjoy whilst you follow the pictures any bibia for the presentation nka beboa. Now Rich, first nkomo be si yedi na me si eye more interactive no. Eye enra the Professional Footballers Association IFN 5th Pro every year be omokoto aba professional players na wo yase ekoto aba na omokoto aba what they first do and say a first short list of 26 players eba in various positions for football mo say open players our position mu our field so these are the best. Now Rich omode shortlist in about bontia they've already voted according to more votes, then they will do what they are seeing in IFN the 5th Pro World 11. Now it's say according to players nankasa no mobobo no omujidi se offer individual players na odo omo hye formation a every formation bia no these are the best players e wo wiase. Rich, the 2025 fifth pro men's World 11 shortlist naba.
Okay.
Enti eba enra. Enti what we want to do on this platform and say maybe say ye ne ye tiefo ne ahefo nyina ye fa shortlist no of 26 players no na ye first 11 based on matches ni games are yahwe within the year under retrospect no see ye ka say ye first 11 who are we going to choose? Now this is what we are going to do. For every position I will mention mine.
Okay.
Sir, ocean listing only me ya adwa ye me no ya only me nya adwe na ujiri se obi fufura na wo so odo di aba na wo ye etiefo ana se ahwefo a wo follow ye no what you can do is to also bring in your message and do also selection as we go along no. And that is the exercise they start your foreign news analysis no. Now Rich, goalkeepers ni yemiensa.
Okay.
Donnarumma, Alisson Becker, Thibaut Courtois. I think that it is the cheapest I can do because me sure said the year under review goalkeeper be other goal etching Gigi Donnarumma. And me goalkeeper for the FIFA World 11 Donnarumma.
Ajay 4 trophies.
GBBA.
The PSG.
The only trophy I am missing within the year under review will be the FIFA Club World Cup.
Of GBBA.
Yes, and even with that crown, Oko final.
Sure.
And yes, sir, he was a passive goalkeeper. Say, if you know the good team, he was impactful. Like what you say, okay, who be part of PSG be
against Arsenal.
Against Arsenal, against Liverpool.
Super safe.
Oh, Rich. Me also say you agree with me.
Me know
and Donnarumma will be your goalkeeper. Now, Rich, in Pepe we say there is no right back better than Ashraf Hakimi. And meaning say only me choice in here agenda right and left back in the Ashraf Hakimi and Nuno Mendes on for that position.
So it means that from a goalkeeper,
yes,
and 2 and 3 they all from PSG.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know what's so choice. Who should defenders in will you have preferred Obi Fofana?
No. On say Ayala and come on, ye dear the Abeko Akusian say Akusi saying. Because Anyasa goalkeepers in say me. And I'm saying now can say me and I last week now can say about goalkeeper we are say who feel setable Courtois underrated. And I agree with you on that.
Me I've said it say in the last 5 seasons, yeah, Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world.
They know you're doing. Me say Kasi will be a goalkeeper. So would be bia yedi susu goalkeeper a Branton or take every box. Yeah. Thibaut Courtois complete.
Yes.
But on the football no say do sa be ya the Abeko Akusian say Ekusi saying.
But Rich,
we are in the area no do timi yeden.
You see? So Okasa then obitie obaka okay. Say if it is only about Ekusi say then do a PSG first 11 and make it represent FIFA World 11.
But your PSG player be on so Saudi ni be gina now the player fufu be gina ho a obetimi make case for the other player.
Fantastic. So it is enye raw.
Okay.
Say Ekusi say nko. We will get to some positions here. You choose any other player. For instance, now you choose Donnarumma your goalkeeper. Hakimi your number 2.
Yeah.
Nuno Mendes your number 3. Now Rich, within your 4 and 5 these are your choices. Pau Kubasi, Marquinhos, Saliba, Virgil van Dijk. Now, will you say your first choice of a center back will go for Marquinhos?
No.
Because Ekusi say, that is it. That is where it gets tricky. But Rich, so we Samia. Meaning 4 and 5 out of this list will be Marquinhos and Saliba. Straightforward. Marquinhos and Saliba. Marquinhos because Rich. He has been very, very consistent.
Okay, Ayala, you say. At your phone is on person or kakra. Na Ankabia department, let's say be a goalkeeper. Na nominees in a near boom with you, because almost person of the yomo FS level.
Some boy. Me do goalkeeper make I said the nominees Donnarumma, Alisson Becker, Courtois.
Okay. And me
do defenders, you know. Make I say you Ashraf Hakimi, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Nuno Mendes, Kubasi, Marquinhos, Saliba, and Van Dijk.
Okay, and here from Pamcho, one person we have first line.
You do maybe a baby you. Send away you. So we are no OT already. And you'll be an FSA in short TV. So now, Rich, I will go for Marquinhos because Mijiri said he has been one of the most consistent centre backs. But in the French league, and now Paris Saint-Germain, NG Champions League. It's not attention in Banaso. But as the captain of the team, the organizational skills, the leadership, and in the personal performance in the Paris Saint-Germain backline. For instance, initially you didn't like Pacho. But how did Pacho become a good partner? Because of Marquinhos original in China, ordering him around, giving him leadership, organizing the Paris Saint-Germain team. Rich, Marquinhos abobo pa, but open 1 year, his story will be told that it is this year, and I will vote for him to be in the FIFA 11 no, alongside William Saliba
of Arsenal.
Yes, Rich, the guy says that. Ateta did shame Musa on Bono. Not only for Arsenal, but even for the French national team. So called international breaker. He has been impeccable. And that will be my back line. No? Donnarumma, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Marquinhos, and our branch here for William Saliba. And meaning if you also complete yours, Rich, why now picking on? Centre backs, no?
Centre backs, no. Make choose Saliba. I agree with you on Saliba. I ran to Bopa. Then make choose Nepeno. I
can Van Dijk and
come the Bema Van Dijk.
You go for Saliba Van Dijk or 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Oh, okay. And simple reason for Van Dijk choice in the bed.
My simple reason. Van Dijk Buama Liverpool J the Premier League.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree to some extent. Sometimes I'm for so bano ni defensive awareness na say or from kakra bobu or manage Liverpool. But me I think born or born so we yani na do Buama Liverpool yeah me pair on with William Saliba. Yeah.
Okay. Now Rich, let's come to the engine room no. So over midfielders now, you have Jude Bellingham, Kevin De Bruyne, Luka Modric, João Neves of Paris Saint-Germain, Cole Palmer, Pedri, Federico Valverde, Vitinha.
Abo players in you. Pedri, Vitinha,
Valverde, Neves, Cole Palmer, Modric, Jude Bellingham, Kevin De Bruyne. Look, out of all these midfielders, to make it easy for myself, Rich and you three.
Okay.
Because normally, Obi will follow 5th problem say they play 4-3-3. Rich, my first two straight, Makata Menikwana, sorry, will be Vitinha Pedri.
Vitinha and then
Pedri. Me 6 and 8. Vitinha, Pedri. Now, why never bomb number 10? And me want a little challenge.
Benya Kupama ho.
Valverde ho.
Valverde so.
And you see, normally in the FIFA World 11, no, Rich, they don't really about midfielders now. They don't really say, oh, we're a defensive midfielder. We're no. They always choose the best three.
Okay.
You choose them not on my show. And there are a lot of years, on many three midfielders now. Now there's no conventional DM, but the answer why you the best three midfielders.
Okay.
Not on my show. Rich, say me if you think any Pedro feel list with moi. They add up to make it treno, and there ain't a problem. Senka me follow purely on performance power, and can go for João Neves, also from Paris Saint-Germain. Rich, the role the guy played for Paris Saint-Germain, no, so only tactical eye to observe. Obini the oil team, you will never rate him. But me sure say, if you have a one-on-one interview with Luis Enrique, he will tell you the importance of João Neves in whatever team I find in Paris Saint-Germain every year. Vitinha was peerless last season. Rich, the freedom I know what to do, sir, deep line playmaking, no, was because of what so me say. Look, anytime now, this diminutive guy will be my N'Golo Kante and get the ball back for us. Rich, I will go João Neves, Vitinha, Pedri for my three midfielders. No, that is how I will play it. Minimum choice.
Vitinha, Pedri, I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
Manterache so many born.
Into third choice to be.
My third choice, no. Kamei Kupama, but Kupama so was the last season. At the bad this season, as on your consistent.
Okay.
What I say? Can you sad dia? Kamei Kupama Naka, Pedri, and then Vitinha.
Okay.
But I go for Vivaldi.
We go for Federico Valverde.
Federico Valverde.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why?
My simple reason, I ran to Bobo and all my options be.
Okay.
My simple reason.
Okay.
All my options be on the foot of play.
Okay.
Can you say that I can make for Kupama?
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect your choice.
Okay.
Now, any more today? Ousmane Dembele, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Messi, Rafinha, Mo Salah, Ronaldo, Lamine Yamal.
See, anyone also three.
Dembele, Haaland, Mbappe, Rafinha, Messi, Ronaldo, Salah, Lamine Yamal. Rich, me DNA. And to say them here no me food no. My first two choices are easy. And are easy because of the way the football debate in the last 3, 4, 5 months akono. And obviously Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal will be in my team.
Okay.
Now Rich, some of me inner self pardon me true conviction and the third player will be Rafinha. For boy me di share last season, you know. Some players in Japan so more ball based on performance will be Rafinha. But some me team namu Dembele namu Lamine Yamal. Rich me didn't say ma compromise Rafinha position no e dey ama omu baako.
So now you need a co-poacher.
Yes, and that is where Kylian Mbappe comes in.
Okay, which me know ya again.
What will my asem no? Senka me true to myself. I should have gone for Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha, but Sayala will say baby I want to do Rafinha begina no because of the story around Lamine Yamal. Who do you sacrifice Rafinha and Lamine Yamal? Then I don't think say I have to pick Rafinha again. Rich, I will then go for Kylian. Look, last season, Real Madrid as a team, Oman said then Huso, Oman G League, Oman G Champions League. But Rich, the individual performance of Kylian Mbappe, unless you don't follow, he was super good. Until that will be my front three. Dembele, Lamine Yamal, then Kylian Mbappe as my front.
Oh, they may know Yadri. Players not choosing now because yes, she team there. Now on Dembele and then Lamine Yamal, your good passer of the ball. You need a good pusher.
Finish the
ball in the amount.
And you think says Kylian
Mbappe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my team, Donnarumma, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Marquinhos, Saliba, João Vitinha, João Neves, Vitinha, Pedri, Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe. Rich say, my team, Donnarumma, Hakimi, Mendes, Saliba, Van Dijk, Vitinha, Pedri, Fedri Valverde, Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe. Enti wa wutie no. What is your FIFA 11? Ubetimi enso ede aba na conversation aye de
AJ ministry so ni goalkeeper no be Donnarumma. Hakimi, Mendes, Saliba, Marquinhos, Vitinha, Rafinha, Pedri, Mbappe, Dembele, Lamine Yamal.
So onunu etusi Vitinha, Pedri. And one to see me food as Nibium. Then he went straight to bring in Rafinha as the number 10.
Sure.
Senebeya still no Benya Kunya to choose Dembele, Lamine Yamal, and Mbappe.
Sure.
Smart move.
Okay. Derek Nsusu Obeko for Donnarumma, Hakimi, Kubasi, Saliba. Na Hakimi, Vitinha, Pedri, Kupama, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Mbappe.
Okay. So no Ousmane Dembele.
Dembele.
Okay.
Onombo Dembele.
Obebo Barcelona 2 wingers no. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha.
Sure.
No Mbappe Jim.
And ni two
ni fifi so a.
And on has obo Hakimi ni me no.
Obi Hakimi too.
Obo Hakimi.
Me just say then Mendes dey be ordination. Because me say obo so Hakimi, Mendes, Kubasi and Marquinhos, right?
And Odi Kupama.
And obo Kupama with Vitinha and Pedri. That is also a good one. That is also a very, very good one.
Opogino, where is Messi and Ronaldo? Is on the
but only say me who FIFA 11 no. My first place is no move pedia go cry for you. So now press with you rich.
Oh yeah,
they still believe and
Sanko for me I just want my hanging boot.
And you see Senkai FIFA about to be. And Kiabaka say oh association members no more captains no more coaches no omo da so what team na Messi here. Professional players themselves. Still now go and vote and say in almost 26-man shortlist there should still be Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo even though they are playing in Saudi Arabia and in the US. That is a very, very interesting idea I want to reach. I think say as we go along, we will read some of the messages. But Mr. we've done ours way and yeah the attempt. Just also state also so the preference, wow, personal preference. Now I call Eddie Ama will be our penny beer and Koyanya Hana be we bias na debi. Obi choice and your choice. In Tina also Odi Abenti in studio the FIFA World 11 according to our individual preference, any opinions. What would you so ubeti me I audiana and common I de Rich. Moving on from the FIFA World 11. There is something dear Bonebaka say interactive.
Okay.
Menewo ene yetie for ne ahefo ena yedi nkomo no. Nti ye mo bibia akwa ba. Obetimi a join yen. Ewo Nhyira TV, ewo YouTuber. nka ebeye me de pa, especially for the first nkomo na ayedi no. Then you enjoy whilst you follow the pictures any bibia for the presentation nka beboa. Now Rich, first nkomo be si edi na me see eye more interactive no. Eye enra enna the Professional Footballers Association IFN 5th Pro every year bia omokoto aba eye professional players na o yase ekoto aba na omokoto aba what they first do and say omo a first short list of 26 players eba in various positions for football mo say ope players our position mu our field so these are the best. Now Rich omo the short list in about bontia they've already voted according to more votes. Then they will do what they are seeing in IFN, the 5th Pro World 11. Now it's say according to players nankasa na omobobo no omugidi say offer individual players na odo omo hye formation a every formation bia no these are the best players e wo wiase. Rich the 2025 5th Pro Men's World 11 shortlist number.
Okay.
Inti eba enra. Inti what we want to do on this platform and say maybe say ye ne ye tie for ni ahefo nyina ye fa short list no of 26 players no na ye first 11 based on matches ni games are ya share within the year under retrospect no see ye ka say ye first 11 who are we going to choose? Now, this is what we are going to do. For every position, I will mention mine.
Okay.
Sir, ocean listing, only me ya yo, me no ya. Only me ya na ujiri se obi fufra. Now so odo diaba. Now, what we here at TF1 and I say, Ashafua who follow ye no. What you can do is to also bring in your message and do also so a selection as we go along, you know. And that is the exercise. Yeah, they start your foreign news analysis, you know. Now, Rich, goalkeepers near me, sir.
Okay.
Donnarumma, Alisson Becker, Thibaut Courtois. I think, sir, it is the cheapest I can do because me sure said the year under review, goalkeeper be at the goal, etching Gigi Donnarumma. And me goalkeeper for the 5th Pro World 11, Donnarumma.
Ajay 4 trophies.
GBBA.
The PSG.
The only trophy I am missing within the year under review will be the FIFA Club World Cup.
GBBA.
Yes, and even with that crown, Oko final.
Sure.
And yes, sir, he was a passive goalkeeper. Say, if you know the good team, he was impactful. Like, what you say? Okay, who be part of PSG be
against Arsenal.
Against Arsenal, against Liverpool.
Super safe.
Oh, Rich. Me also say you agree with me.
Me know you.
And Donnarumma will be your goalkeeper. Now, Rich, in Pempo, we are say there is no right back better than Ashraf Hakimi. And meaning say only me choice in here agenda right and left back in the Ashraf Hakimi. And Nuno Mendes, Oma for that position.
So it means that from a goalkeeper,
yes,
and 2 and 3, they're all from PSG.
Yes,
okay.
And I don't know who's so choice. Who should defenders in will you have preferred Obi Fofana?
No, also Ayala and Common, ye dear, the Abaka Kusian say, a Kusi saying because Anyasa goalkeepers in the sea, me. And now I'm saying now can say me and I last week now can say about goalkeeper we are say who feel setable Courtois underrated. And I agree with you on that.
Me I've said it to me in the last 5 seasons.
Yeah,
Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world.
They know you're doing. Me say Cass will be a goalkeeper. So would be bia yedi susu goalkeeper. Abrante or take every box.
Yeah.
Thibaut Courtois complete.
Yes.
But on the football no, say do sa be ya. The be kwa kwesi an say ekusi sen.
But Rich,
we are in the area no do timi ne yeden.
You see? Se wo kasa o. Then obi tie a obaka so okay. Say if it is only about ecosystem, then do a PSG first 11 and make it represent FIFA World 11.
But you PSG player be on so a. So the ni be gina now the player fufu be gina ho a. Obetumi make case for the other player.
Fantastic. So it is enye raw.
Okay.
Say ecosystem go a. We will get to some positions here. You choose any other player. For instance, now you choose Donnarumma your goalkeeper. Hakimi your number 2.
Yeah.
Nuno Mendes your number 3. Now Rich, within your 4 and 5 now, these are your choices. Pau Kubasi, Marquinhos, Saliba, Virgil van Dijk. Now, will you say your first choice of a centre back will go for Marquinhos?
No.
Because Ekosi say, that is it. That is where it gets tricky. But Rich, so will be Samia. Meaning 4 and 5 out of this list will be Marquinhos and Saliba. Straightforward. Marquinhos and Saliba. Marquinhos because Rich, he has been very, very consistent.
Okay, ayala yenye say. Etiefo ne so mpeso obo omo kakra. Na anka bia department let's say bia goalkeeper. Na nominees no ni abobo omudi no because omo so person omo de ye omo FS level.
Say me boy. Me do goalkeeper make I say the nominees Donnarumma, Alisson Becker, Courtois.
Okay. Obi na tuma agency bi.
And me do defenders no. Make I say you Achraf Hakimi, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Nuno Mendes, Kubasi, Marquinhos, Saliba and Van Dijk.
Okay, and from Pamcho, more person you first level.
You do baby a baby mu. Send the way you. So we know oti already ah. And you be an ehwe ewo Nhyira TV so. Now Rich, I will go for Marquinhos because Mijiri say he has been one of the most consistent centre backs. But boy in the French league. And now Paris Saint-Germain NG Champions League. It's not attention in Banaso. But as the captain of the team, the organizational skills, the leadership, and in the personal performance in the Paris Saint-Germain backline. For instance, initially you didn't like Pacho. But how did Pacho become a good partner? Because of Marquinhos original in China, ordering him around, giving him leadership, organizing the Paris Saint-Germain team. Rich, Marquinhos abobo pa, but open 1 year, his story will be told that it is this year, and I will vote for him to be in the FIFA World 11 no, alongside William Saliba
of Arsenal.
Yes, Rich, the guy says that. Ateta did Shane Musa on Bono. Not only for Arsenal, but even for the French national team. So called international breaker. He has been impeccable. And that will be my back line. No? Donnarumma, Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Marquinhos, and our branch here for William Saliba. And meaning say if you also complete yours, Rich, why now picking centre backs?
Centre backs, make you Saliba. I agree with you on Saliba. I ran to ball pa. Then make you see Nepeno.
I can Van Dijk and
come the Van Dijk.
So you go for Saliba Van Dijk or 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Oh, okay. And simple reason for Van Dijk choice in the bedding.
My simple reason Van Dijk Buama Liverpool J the Premier League.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree to some extent. Sometimes I for so bano ni defensive awareness na say or from kakra bobu or manage Liverpool. But me I think born or boy and so he and na do Buama Liverpool yeah and me pair on with William Saliba. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Rich, let's come to the engine room. No? So, over midfielders now, you have Jude Bellingham, Kevin De Bruyne, Luka Modric, João Neves of Paris Saint-Germain, Cole Palmer, Pedri, Federico Valverde, Vitinha.
Abo players new. Pedri, Vitinha,
Valverde, Neves, Cole Palmer, Modric, Jude Bellingham, Kevin De Bruyne. Look, out of all these midfielders, to make it easy for myself, Rich, and you three.
Okay.
Because normally, Obi will follow fifth problem say they play 4-3-3. Rich, my first two straight, Makata Menikwana, sorry, will be Vitinha, Pedri.
Vitinha and then Pedri.
Me 6 and 8. Vitinha, Pedri. Now, why never bomb number 10? And me want a little challenge.
Benya Kupama ho.
Valverde ho.
Valverde so.
And you see, normally in the fifth pro world level, no, Rich, they don't really about midfielders now. They don't really say, oh, we're a defensive midfielder. We're no. They always choose the best three.
Okay.
You choose them not on my show. And there are a lot of years, on many three midfielders now you know. Now there's no conventional DM, but the answer is the best three midfielders.
Okay.
Not on my show. Rich, say me if Vitinha and Pedri feel list with moi. They add up to make it treno, and there ain't a problem. Senka, me follow purely on performance power, and can go for João Neves, also from Paris Saint-Germain. Rich, the role the guy played for Paris Saint-Germain, no? So, only tactical eye to observe Obini the oil team, you will never rate him. But me sure say, if you have a one-on-one interview with Luis Enrique, he will tell you the importance of João Neves in whatever team I find in Paris Saint-Germain a win here. Vitinha was peerless last season. Which the freedom I know what to do, sir, deep line playmaking, no, was because of what to so me say. Look, anytime now born become no, this diminutive guy will be my N'Golo Kante and get the ball back for us. To which, I will go João Neves, Vitinha, Pedri for my three midfielders. No, that is how I will play it. Minimum choice.
Vitinha, Pedri, I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
Mranterache so many born.
Third choice be.
My third choice, you know. Kamei Kupama, but Kupama so was the last season. At the bad this season, as on your consistent.
Okay.
What I say? Can you sad dia? Kamei Kupama Naka, Pedri, and then Vitinha.
Okay.
But I go for Valverde.
We go for Federico Valverde.
Federico Valverde.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why?
My simple reason, I ran to Bobo and all my options be.
Okay.
My simple reason.
Okay.
All my options be on the field of play.
Okay.
Can you say that I can make for Kupama?
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect your choice.
Okay.
Now, any more three? Ousmane Dembele, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Messi, Rafinha, Mo Salah, Ronaldo, Lamine Yamal.
See, anyone also three.
Dembele, Haaland, Mbappe, Rafinha, Messi, Ronaldo, Salah, Lamine Yamal. Rich, me DNA. And to say them here no me food no. My first two choices are easy. And are easy because of the way the football debate in the last 3, 4, 5 months akono. And obviously Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal will be in my team.
Okay.
Now, Rich, some of me inner self, pardon me, true conviction, and Ekasa, the third player will be Rafinha. For Bobby, many share last season, you know, some players in Japan so move ball based on performance will be Rafinha. But some team, Namu Dembele, Namu Lami Yamala. Rich, me didn't say, ma compromise Rafinha position, no, at the amount of Mubako.
So now you need a goalpoacher.
Yes, and that is where Kylian Mbappe comes in.
Okay, which may know you're doing.
What will my son know? Senkamenya true to myself. I should have gone for Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha. But Sayala will say, baby, I want to do Rafinha Bejinano. Because of
Samna Infamati, Makato says, a flower tissue, no, I don't know, Etwande, Nia Daddy Lumba Dahono, and I come and win your flower tissue, Daddy Lumba.
To highlight about Arsenal, a straightforward. Rich, minimum said, Yanko baby, Europe and in the EPL, Yabo only 9 matches. But how do you take this analysis? See, I can say team here improve, especially say, compare 2 different seasons. Rich, idea bakwa indicates team here improve. Say, in the previous season, in same.
Atasane betota woko itaran siriana matis on komo boboko no omana haras foronya o game a omonso ebo afesu jufe omani dinisi casio anso ebo so ma ne parma ana disia do benya bologna omani torino anso ebo na fewanya jenu aboboko no omo ane cremonese ana ebo inter omo anso ane fiorentina ebo ntiwe matisa ebetota o itaran siria ana no pe me kache kakra edi ama peso ko fisikese ma friendly gan matisa hono say the city la have obokono womo any start the braswa womo game border anum aya nwumene no nsia wabekwa na chese lowent bobokono womni PSG ebo met any RCD loans ana this year ne ubenya OG Sinisa women so any limit topo ebo Olympic to Marseille womo any anchors game na etoja na Fenont omo any smuna kwatimi ade ase ne Olympic Lyon womo kwa to Paris FC afi womo game ne betwa ne Strasbourg etna fi womo ni eje wo hia ana ebo ubenya Toulouse boboko na women study Rene and this year nti we matisa etotwa e obi manso na no pe no ye de kakra adi adamwo woko England EFL matis na etotwa Arsenal women Brighton and Hove Albion e this year Crystal Palace women so ebo Liverpool afa Swansea City ebo Man City na yenya Wolves boboko no women Chelsea na ebo afa Newcastle women ani Tottenham Hotspur game no etima 20 we matis ebetotwa e England na no pe no make a check akra and some adiaman pato de tede Germany DFB Poker Cup no there so musu game no to the team and the team and some adi aye Letesan womo anso any team and the team adi aye Magdeburg adi siani and the lesser games in Libya and so to the Kaiserslautern womo so ni Gutafort and this siani men so 5 better fe and be big game womo and Stuttgart na ebo Paderborn and so the team and the band of Follower Kosen adi siani Darmstadt 98 and Sarah Kanufia womo game be trend FC Cologne womo and Bayern Munich na ebo na fe yena disuna aye Düsseldorf womo and so and Freiburg ebo Union Berlin womo ni Armenia Belfit and this year nti we matisa ebetotwa awom DFB Poker Cup na no peno yade on ko bakakwa adi tamwo na uko Spain ade say ho Copa del Rey matches ni bi betotwa bera ekame say ho no big games no header any ho set no ma memfa other stories etwade ni bi afama we another me baba kato se ko janidi adi Luciano Spalletti ade say Juve and you paying and so edin komo nyame anim ni update amensaka say kame say opaying nya jatum say obepo no head coach adi ama Juventus boboko no but nyame anim dia na chese Emma Dona, Atwintwan kakra say yes to veka to pay sir one person one man 1 year contract and not 1 year no kwano said anya 1 year papa 2026 nanka the jumane urban area na yes spellate say say juve for we gidie so betime ya juma de omo dia one man be 2 years contract one man 2 years contract and why ya juma kama e dia momo na oye juma na bia du ba bi o fi say juma na ontimi nya na so be pam na wo pam na no bibia ka ho na so be fa na se caretaker coach there anya de se na ni tu ana se wo be fa na se interim coach there ade no won pe so mu je odidie so betima ya adwuma dia and mo man full contract reporter men saka as a contract no mo dia man no to 2027 and kamia say 2 years contract and mo di mo panya ni Gianni Luciano Spalletti na you see one say Juve on the 1st of November and also your 128th anniversary at the Juventus Boboko no na how many criminals and be Saturday and the game on the reporter mensa eka as Luciano Spalletti ebesase abon the first game at the Amajuve wabro munso any criminals edison in Yamensaka I say tinata and obetima start training at the Juventus Boboko and no Luciano Spalletti reporter if you're paying a cat at the Aba and an no pay make a check a crowd at the Amawacha Hodoso na meko Manchester United na uko United Boboko na am the time Saka yes Manchester and paying for no Sir Jim Ratcliffe and after the Glazer family woman adia to so penyanity at the Rubin Amo Tumano and MSN no Nyamianim sir was winning 3 matches at the Atozo Quadi Yasiko Manchester for the many papa say Amorim Jumana Anatasa Morim and some Ayantino one more GD so bet my Jumano near Aka say babia as almost strengthening our Timimo at the Rubin Amo and no more time so bet my strengthen at the Rubin Amo Nafe at Jumano wet me I the Kama and your reporter if the Manchester United Akati Eddie Eba I would Jumedia so nano peno make a check a cram and so at the Amao away and it's our doso na Oko in the month of October Manchester United at the player of the month nominees in the Aba Wamu Etas Matthias Cunha Anafe Brani Biomo goalkeeper ni team Adi Sane Lamens Anafe Wamu Adi Matthias Delete and some at the Abati where the players of Manchester United as the Antoine Muswabana Yenyu Bakuna player of the month of October and so and Komana no yatia every Manchester United Akati Adi Aba na mianum another team and did the RB Leipzig Wamum Abo DV Poker Cup na omo winning 4-1 and Yama Koye Adima Leipzig Bobo Kono Bakwabna Awasam yes another Leipzig supporter Bako Yabo game na wina chance wa kwa in fact ayade ayawra ho sempa ye ewo Germany na yasa Branton Wogura Stadium ha ano se ne hondodo no ne hondodo no sa Branton be mo mabo game na wie nyamianim yasi game ni koso a ana chase Branton no enso atoye enso ewo ho wo mu adene ko medical clinic wo mu koye ya ade no aneman sedan koye antim ano ayade se team ani tin adi RB Leipzig ko bo game ni wie na chase awo sem ana no so atom no ye reporter etotwa ewo dwumade so na no pay make a check akra ediamana mami nko Juve kakra okay mami free Juve kwa rather na membla Liverpool na menko Anfield nyame anim ne one player Federico Chiesa with himself of Juve and what joining team and the team at Liverpool oba na ne man said am enko yem fama last season one said nya match do bia mo better this season there nyame anim ne Federico Chiesa masa ne ball na ba papa eba ne ntenato asisi na ne man no kama the man with Liverpool na and ne yakobisa bantan say vision you say last season one header who season is we no so oh nyame anim ne time na omu nyusu no ono ankasa no header any problem bia because last season ono ankasa oji tum say na the form ne was mentally na niema ha ne ye panema na niema hante no but this season there office the fitness no very enough atas why na adwe say wabebwa ama slot any Liverpool bobo kodo eniaman so etima akoye adiamomo was physical or very strong atas eniaman nyina ayakama edi man no ya branta the team and some adi Federico Chiesa and komaka ko adi tuta ewo dwumade so na no pe yaka kire adiamao ewo yensi chawodo so I sure your number 1 akan radio station afi ana wodi wa fidi ndi ato adi asantema nyina atim and so adi atomo and so eni na me entozo akwa na fe yendi dwumaka kwa and some boy chicha with us na me pato de tenie na no pe reporter men seka ayasa de chance opinion ni tina di Zabi Alonso sa report we maminya wetre na menya dwuma no enso enfama Zabi Alonso nyame anim ni one Vinicius Junior na men seka se won betena se na fesu o ma ye meeting esa se na no da after El Clasico yasi omuntem header enwo during the game ye changes amata se Vinicius Junior if he say the coach ne ene na ni ye kwabana anope reporter men seka ayese ene no mo hwanim se Vinicius Junior wonem anso head coach and dean Zabi Alonso pato wo mu meeting no anso beto dana afa na menwu the reason went here yasi wo coach team and dean de Madida sadi esiri nyina anso ese na munche ne ye pa we Madridista ayase we Madrid fan atedie na menche to ne mam kakra kwabana yasi tamba openya ne de Zabi Alonso joining Madrid no one Madrid team no aye meeting na yasi obaye no won say dressing room ho niam said that enkoye ento aye na dwe so person o control Madrid wo mu training room ho kakra ana say wo mu som aye players no person o control niam enti yasi even gym worker players ne ye no kwabana yasi we biem enti players no aye more gym ana fe in group no kwabana wacho omo dia group ni nyina omo ya abebo Madrid boboko no ana fe wasan up player bia ne niam the routine training ebetimi abo every single player and you the only players no answer aye kwabana yeso we no ano ne dey playing bad in isia ano ka cham so ono bana wa ba no we a player na yakobo ball na kwabana park no so we ya wa adwen say untake pia ni game unya bi mo ana fe so de obetre so wanya eno so selection nya de say bekam ade say de opɛ say won so ye na no na say wo ye say wutimi ye sa de na eno na tese ebebo ma ne won so no watimi aku anim ye na tese eno so atimi aboa antim ano ye reporter me pato atoja Zabi Alonso akacha na no pemedi kakra ansum adi adamwo na kwabra direct message yaso de ma senior players ne yasa yaso akacha senior players is mo moni pay for no na yakobobo na tese me mam directive na tese mo anya sa de na ene ya pon game na mo minim wo bi kan ye pa yaso we no akacha captains ne say wonu say no pen ne ma and this captains ne be disu dia ayade betimi abo Madrid aye bobo ko ni nyina atase team ne betimi atele eba se made aniema so atimi akoye dia mam kwabna yase no ye dia wone players ne kae yase odan ho abeba pe na players ze we akwa na de office o Pep Guardiola na wona se ya na wo ba ya coach ba ko no ho no na ye ni problem o se Carlo Slot ye coach akwabna wo kona kata ze papa niema se ya Carlo Slot ne wade atum na yase Zabi Alonso ba yase bio yase o ya kokotako ni ope ana teso oye ni wotum na ade ba ko yase ye players ne hipa yase anka de omini mi se coach de wo ye coach edu park ne so yase de wo betom so momfa ball ne fa momfa bet kwabna yase we de wa ya ne use player o park ne so what the players in net bomb ana o tell the way team no anso fa so nya yase sa de no ebi na abanta ne dina de Vinicius Junior empe esa say yase o catch Vinicius Junior say every day in out no say o person onya game anso start no onya bi body a during matches kwabna ye nyina ye defend o ye nyina ne ye pese so wanya sa de dia enya de so nso betimi enya the next game abo na ano ne ade ayase amese Vinicius Junior said that Anthony wan say ye pa anti ano ani ade ba ko a yase Zabi Alonso ani ne players no ama yase players ne bi kwampa ko kase papa ne training kwa ano ye din too much asa kwa fa so ye ne training no wo mu players no mu fi say in fact ani wo mu so ho enka ade say ho mu ye pa aside that ne kwampa no yase players ni din koma wo mu feel say coach ne kwaye coach a wontimi nkon ho ntawet anko keka nsam mfanta na mata say wonche wadwen players ne say anko menya Carlos Slot braso no wo mu gina park ne so mankasa o mu flare ane ko mpase o mfa so ball mu ball no eno na o mu enso abo beta yase opanyi we ba and the wakatom so wo gina park ne so a de ono watere wo no ana say wo so wo yase wo ye dia ono no enso entere wa and the possibility say next game no wonya bi mbone ye very high nti problem a yɛse Zabi Alonso ɛne ne entire team no nso enya atasa Vinicius Junior ama wɔno nso enya problem na na no pɛ no meka che kakra nso ɛde adam wɔ away from Real Madrid ma menkɔ manim kakra na menkɔ Atletico Madrid na menkɔ di nkɔba kakra mepato kɔ Atletico Madrid boboko na wɔn awɔ abranta de Alex Baina ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛse La Liga na yɛbɔ no abranta de Alex Baina ana afei Rafinha sɛ ɛba chances creation players a wɔn nso create more chances ɛwɔ La Liga no ma yɛ saa two players we pɛ ɛyɛ Atletico Madrid player no ana afei Rafinha wɔn yɛ saa two players a yɛse La Liga na nneɛma ɛyɛ kama ɛde mɔmɔ in chances ɛyɛ creation nkɔba kakra neɛ na mekɔ PS na makɔdi nkɔba kakra na Vitinha no ada media abante no nkɔba kakra nso ɛbaeɛ na abante si yɛn kama obi ante sɛ this season nneɛma nyinaa ɛyɛ kama nso ɛde matim no wɔse adeɛ sɛ ɔmabɔ mates dodoɔ na ɛnyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔma sɛ da ɛnyɛ number of rest atɛsɛ no nso bɛtumi aboɔ mɔ na sisian deɛ ɔmo yɛ ɛyɛ squad management no ɛna kyɛ sɛ ɛneɛ wɔn nso ɛne ɔmo aka because injuries ni adade mates dodoɔ na ɔmo bɔ kwabena ansa ɔyɛ player na atabo mates dodoɔ a ɛno player na kyɛ sɛ ɛde ba ɛnti yɛse players no ɛne mpanyinfoɔ no nyinaa ɛhwɛ kwan wɔn bɛfa so a ɛneɛ player dodoɔ na ebi obi wɔ hɔ a agya wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ vesafo kakra players wɔn bɛtumi awɛsi bi kakra na ɛno nso atumi aboa PS boboko no ɛno ɛyɛ nkɔba kakra nso ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie so ɛna anɔpɛ no yɛde ɛho nso nsɛm no bi ɛde down now yɛnkɔ anim kakra away from that no na menkɔ Lamine Yamal na ɛno ada meba bɛka Lamine Yamal story ɛde kyɛn ba bɛka sɛ ɔpɛnya ne din nso ɛde ɛyɛ gaspa ɛba bɛka sɛ ɛmfa Lamine Yamal na nsase so ɛnyɛ ɔno na sɛbe wɔnim ne bɔɔ ne bɔɔ sɛbe wɔpira kora na yɛde Lamine Yamal ɛbɔ na manya videos kakra wɔ ha anaasɛ pictures kakra wɔ ha Lamine Yamal mepato ne pra no deɛ ɛtitiɛ na mo amanya opportunity wɔ YouTube ne deɛ ebia deɛ ameka mbɛhɛ da ahuni yɛ na nso wotie no wɔ radio so ne ade deɛ a menya abotire kakra na matɛkyɛ mɔ kwabena ɔnsɛ sɛ bio bɛma ɛfi ayɛ wɔ serɛ ne mfifi saa no kwabena ɛbɔ ɔntɔhwɛ no ho saa ne ɛhɔ no yɛfrɛ no grown area na yɛse Lamine Yamal saa hɔ no wɔnya problem kakra wɔ hɔ atɛ sɛ ɛha adwene yɛ paa na doctor ni baako bi na waba bɛka sɛ in fact saa deɛ na ɛha Lamine Yamal no so ɔma ahwɛ na ɔma ahwɛ ama abrantɛ no ne ho ntumi antɔ no na de in there atɔ mu yusu abrantɛ no yɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛbɛha abrantɛ no yɛ paa because sabio kwabena ɔntɔhwɛ ne fifi wɔ so deɛ asɛ ɛno ade kura yɛ ɛbɔ ha saa na agya wodi dwuma saa na adeɛ nso yɛ midikaturo ne adeade ɛnti saa gorɔ hɔnom saa no nneɛma kɔɔ sɛ ha adwene yɛ paa nti no ɔse baso nafoɔ no hwɛ no agya ɔmo ntoto nneɛma yɛ sɛneɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa ɔse sɛ hɔ wonya pains wɔ hɔ a ɛma midikaturo koraa no ɛyɛ den ɛde ma wo ana afei kwampo ɛka me sɛ 50% of ɛyɛ w'ahoɔdeɛ ɛsɛ ɔde bɔbɔ kwabena ne nyinaa no akɔdi hɔ nti no ɛbasa no kyɛ sɛ aha adwene kakra nti no ɔnde anka ɔbɛnya nka basafoɔ hwɛ na Lamine Yamal ɔmo hwɛ nsɔte na abrantɛ no yɛ full fit no ɛyɛ reporter ɛto twa ɛwɔ dwumadie so ɛna anɔpɛ yɛde kakra ɛde ɛda na yɛsɛ inter wɔ goalkeeper baako a ne din ade Joseph ɛyɛ Martinez na yɛsɛ manslaughter ɛyɛ kwabena ade a yɛde abɔ no ɔma sase ɛyɛ investigation yɛsɛ na no da na ɔmu hu sɛ kaa bi ɛtwa mu kaa yi mirikatɛntɛ na yɛsɛ abrantɛ bi ɔte hwitɛ mu wɔmu yɛ ne sɛ 18 years na sɛ wɔne kɔ no anya kwabena kaa kɔ akɔtwa fa no so wɔm kɔhwɛ ana kyerɛ sɛ kwabena ne kaa akyerɛ sɛ yɛ abrantɛ ne deɛ de Joseph Martinez ne kaa na kyerɛ sɛ ɛkɔdi sɛ adwuma no ɛde dwuma no wie a kaa te no anyina hɔ ana kyerɛ sɛ ɔkɔɛ na ɛno na aba sɛ ɔmo asase ɛyɛ investigation na ɔmo yɛ na kyerɛ sɛ ɛbɔ abrantɛ no deɛ ne na kyerɛ sɛ asɛm ɛbɛtumi ato interplayer no yie paa ɛno yɛ reporter ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie so na Manchester foɔ no mu ntie Manchester mebɛyɛ mo sɔre biara no mu adwa na team bɛn kwɛre na kwabena mu players mu nim ano ana okay TM reason yɛ sɛ Manchester United yɛsɛ no a kwabena mo ha na brante bi kumfa na yɛsɛ owura Manchester office hɔ sɛ wabana ɔmo sign the contract ɛmfama no yɛsɛ payfo he ɛhwɛ brante di nom na wo ha de no so sɛ na anu ya na mbɛyɛ try so na mo afami nti no mo hɛ na mo sign contract no ɛmfama kwabena ɔmo doso akwa sa ɔboa wɔnte kwa da yɛsɛ ɔmnim baabi akwa no firi sɛ Manchester mpanyimfoɔ no anyɛ due diligence akwabra nka no yɛse no ada mo sign player contract ɛde ma obi akyɛ sɛ bɔɔl no kwa no yɛsɛ Manchester currently hɔ ne nan kwan kan bɔɔl da afei ba bɛwi ɛkyɛ ɔsɔ no ɔyɛ midfielder nti no ɔmo deɛ ɔmanya hu ɛkyɛ nyɛ hwee ɔyɛ midfielder akagya nkɔmo mfa de team no mprɛko nti no ɛne yɛde afi Manchester United akatem ade ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie so ɛna anɔpɛ yɛde kakra ɛde ɛda wɔwɔ ɛyɛ nhyehyɛ awodɔ so nti no Manchester nkɔma no na mɛkɔ Chelsea na mɛde dwuma kakra maame nkɔ Enzo Maresca kakye na mini dwuma kakra Enzo Maresca kasa ɛde afa Ganato na kwabena nim sɛ Alejandro Ganato na no da ɔmo change no amanfo bebre fi sɛ changes na yɛ change abante no envad na ɔnyɛ too happy but opinion ne de Enzo Maresca head coach Adama Chelsea ne sɛ abante no ofiri Manchester by no na ɔnyɛ 100% fit and to such a player na yɛ sɛ ɔmo to ɔmo boss na fe ɔmo yɛ sɛ abante no betimi ɛho atɔ na ne full fitness obenya na first wetimi aboa Chelsea boboko no ɛne nti anwa header manage abante no kakrakra ɛdo yɛ reporter Enzo Maresca Chelsea head coach ne ade to dwa proud to ene ɔmo gamer wɔn some ade Wolves enso ade sie ne na owie no kyɛ sɛ Jose Champion a player ɔyɛ defender ade ma Chelsea wɔsɛ akoda ne ball na ɔbɔ in fact nani agye yɛ pa in the UEFA Champions League na abante ne composure ɛne kwan afa so conduct ne ho in fact abante no so na since so start enso ade ne ruama ɔbɔ Chelsea matches no in the Premier League na wɔso sɛ wɔn betima tase no ɛsan sɛ the confidence level no enso akwasori yɛ pa no yɛ reporter me pato opinion ne de Enzo Maresca ade to twa ɛwɔ dwumadie so na Mikel Arteta asi ɔwɔ akoda we so baako ɛwɔ a ne din ade Max Dorman na wɔsɛ akoda nyame anim ne sɛ wo ba ɔmo trading na fe wo hɛ trading a Arsenal yɛ kwabena woni hwee ka so betima start abante wɔsɛ abante no enim bɔ papa na wɔsɛ sɛ wo ba Arsenal team no na abante no yɛ trading na tɛsɛ Monday ebia wɔmfa abante na ankosi aka na tɛsɛ kamea sɛ wo nso woni ani ntino ɛne yɛ reporter ɛtotwa ɛwɔ dwumadie so na no pɛ no yɛde wɔn kɔba kakra ɛsom ade adawɔ na maminko the top 3 players yɛsɛ most status ɛwɔ ɛyɛ La Liga opponent ɛyɛ boxes no mu no ɛyɛ 3 players pep Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, Marcus Rashford, Manchester for Ebiemo, Marcus Rashford, Kwabra, yesi, woko na nsayano, wuba La Liga numa players eba no born yem prepare opponent box numa yesi abante no eto so me team ano komaka kwanso eto dwa Juda na afara se yanka mo bianta se social media nsem no Kwabra no kra biara nimo se ne nam social media ne ade ano no kwa no pesoko woni ye cholo kra heda anya fan ne ade masa wate sansem ni nyina anya fan na ni nyina ba se eno a wo mo bo mo gam ye hu ya no se cholo akwa na amate se wo mo nsum Germany no tesa eno che involve team no de we aniama esitie nti wo obi na bia wo fi so no ba beje team no ho akwa ne ade a wasem anya sa no onu so ehu niama eno ye reporter me pato opinion the team so adi chero ana afa you na afa we se from akate adi eba e dwumade so na no pe no ye de bi di ta na abantese yanka mo bi ante ase afa no wan se the ball na abaye pa since otwani team ni team adi Atletico Madrid no oba so person osua de na oba ya so niam nyina ye kama adi ama no amata se ne football no eno so ekodenim na owogidie pa se opesa wane Atletico Madrid enso adi nkru eno ya de oguso a wono so edi hu nkoma no reporter eba e wodwumadie so na no da ayala ba be ka se opinion ni de Anslot o head antenna se kwabena ukotia na be ka zo woni team bi ball long boss ni ade na ombo di tia o na team bi long boss ya no ma body e tia na wonye bibi mfafa ho kwabena nyame anim ni reporter men se ka se yesi opinion se afi no wa he niam ye ate se wono so identify ehu kwanya Liverpool for be fa so na afi wo mo so etimesi sa ne ma no ano kwanti no ene reporter etotwa ewo dwumade so matese William Saliba Arteta ese woni Gabriel Martinelli wo mu nyina nya available wo mu nyina paper na in fact William Saliba de omugu so a wo mu asesa branche no na o se Declan Rice ana fe Calafiori ana Bukayo Saka wo mu nyina ye players a wo mu so ento obi abeyo okay and Bukayo Saka kwa do ba se wo mu so be ma counter the sense reporter men se ka se Barcelona se wo mu ni Dani Olmo anso be sia ne agent no opinion ni din adi Andy Barra wɔn asɔre no bɛsi nti ɛyɛ meeting between ɛyɛ Deco ɛne Auntie Bara wɔn hyia na afei wɔn nso ɛtuma ahwɛ aberante ne fitness level ɛne de wɔn bɛsi carry out na afei prayer no ɛna near future aberante no ɛne injuries ne nyinaa no wɔatumi nso ɛyi ne nyinaa afiri hɔ ɛno nso kakra ne nyaki pii na kasa afa Barcelona ho ne ade bra ɛbrɛ nsi ne nsa da ɛni afa nti kwabena ma yɛmfa nkurɔfoɔ asɛm nkurɔfoɔ ama nso nsɛm ne nyinaa nso ɛmfa nsi ɛyɛ hanom sɛ nti Patrick mamincha Patrick GH mamincha pa dwuma ne nyinaa ɛkɔyɛ nneɛma ne nyinaa kɔyɛ wɔne boys ne nyinaa ne ade nti no deɛ kyɛ na no yɛhwɛ na agya yɛmfa nso si akwasim bia ne wɔde akwabena ɛmɛ sɛ wei de akyire din na agya memfa nsɛm no nsi a na biribi wɔ akyire awo bɛbi same bibia ne akyire deɛ ɔyɛ
nneɛma story baako bi na ɔyɛ a
story bɛyɛ
me suspect yɛ anom
story bɛyɛ
sɛ obi ɔnyɛ Manchester player na ɔkɔsɛ yɛ man contract
na kwabena sɛ ɛnyɛ me na meyɛ yo ɛyɛ story aba na
sɛ story aba ɛna mekyɛ sɛ me suspect yɛ anom so mu nim ho
ne na yɛ de yɛ fa ho ne team ni de we na ma besi akɔ yɛ de yɛ mfa ho nti no
self acclaimed world champions mono ti yɛda ase ne
bibia ni hɔ
ene de bibia ni hɔ ene de bibia fine pa all right ti ma akwete obetimi akɔ acquitted and discharged. Okay. Okay, interesting. Insurance 4.5 midweek edition. Mesamo but akwasi before bakoni on say ye ba studio na Zando so okoya de kitu ebi. Na wasamba sisi an wasane message on nam aya Tonsu area ho. Okay. Tonsu Bukru. Now there's this bar I'll see a bang CH boutique. Na said the bar no must ye biem ama man for 18 national passports no. And ya some kito akra enti yedama say. Yamin shamo pa is anytime bia yen sports idea. Mumfa any agronti bar na mo Atonsu Bokro. Mo ben a CH boutique no yedama say yamin shamo. Any eduma pa mo ye edi aman. All right. Na yen hwe dwumadie no asese maka cho se enne ye nwie school nsa metene fie me be din biem obu ho a ne maame ne papa na ne wo fa bia titini bo wuremu a do akoni nam school mu a ba ya sa betene fie na da bia ofa ena anse ne me kakra so na in most cases ne a memblemu sa afo no courses bi wa akoye wi agan ha no ho adwuma ne ya na eden so nti suade a uwie ya no benya ho adwuma na watimi aye da bia me kase uram into mining and our construction is ka ho pa sika ewo ho no anya asem ki 20 usua ho ade a uwia ma bed da anunti ena no pay me come for I'm so mining and engineering training school dia ma se ko na omusu programs omo ye no ko na ko sua bi beboa yi pa ama won so no onsa ma bed bi me patro programs ben excavator you better say this here operating on bulldozer, grader, roller, wheel loader, forklift, and a dump truck. Forklift to say, yeah, because we're more in America. When forklift chia, Usika, a bruise, two better Kuswebi. Now they're too kind. Yeah, welding and fabrication, and so for 3 months, 3 months. Now we 200 cities. Now the IO registration, come pa. Chukua make come once me, our obuase. Obuasi zongu ena ewo Hisense board na chi on mo pe omo hostel kese ewo ha nso betumi akọ na akwetena akwakusua wade kama pa ewo ho me ba to friend ewo 0539732766 abrochefo ni na abogafo amute shoyi ena no pe ni na no memam good morning from Ghana enchena yewremu on November to 8 December so ya damo madama mumfa kakra mrefi na jafie fo enso nya kakra entafe na oya boga na wutie me na no pay a me patcho download the tap send ne de send sika if the country bia wo abruchi bia no obetimi ayusu tap send asend sika no e de aba Ghana na good news ene tap send sf emfa man customers na amwa abruchi ene say Efri na ya me kasa ya adikoi me pacha odi akoso a ne se de sika na se say top cent at the top give back air reward no at the eba ni tintini ni tietie na ene se sika na wo send de aba aye Ghana no nyame ye wodoma 100 customers ye bobo ma basoso hu na ya kire ni so enso timi ade amomo na wutie na 100 customers no udi timi piemu dia sika bia wo send eda no ade ba Ghana bia no top send ebe Sunday the same sika na ade amount aye back as a reward so only top send enso aye adwuma enti abroche for wedium say asem do bia download bi na afei koswa efa send sika na ebra aye Ghana meguso a me tumfo so social media hono you say sabi akronfo ba ho enti unu obia aye business bia ho a transaction bia no na wamoni ada wo kama pa maka chem say dwuma ko bi wo say from World Vision Foundation loan ti social media no so gini padodo na esika enunti ene World Vision Ghana say yen kan kire Ghana ni bia so mo bia tumi se omma aye loan enti emfa usika nkoma wo mo na omji sika na omba block yo onsa enkom biem enunti ya na mo so no watimi ahye no so aye fraudulent loan scheme and ekoso our social media no enso esuntim pache wada abi obi ascam wa so obetimi a friend number yi anase bi a friend nipa no person was scam wa obetimi a friend number na afi mahwe kwan am betimi ama police so no ache no number ne 0509823962 na mono eni komo yade ya entimisraw yade na mane account ansana wapa no aduru enso etimi at the account yade no yes prevention is better than cure so preventing in term now you bedroom maybe na o cure na akwa yede ebetumi akun na yade bebre akum depending na enhase na yam peki attention to it and na adru baby a eden aba bedum pa to yo obi a wutie me na koko hawo ota complaini usisi so na afi ahonam nina eyewo ya edro no eye reko heba mesha na me kamfo ede amawo eye akurase doctor ono adama Dr. Rekono no na de say droi ede aba da so pressure no eye high ana lo akotobi oba na be ma mesrew awo no emma wonya bi na no ma betimi aboa wie pa ama mo so bibia eye kama pa enso ede ama eye adupenti no okoba bi eto bibidro promise eba Freddie Men's Sack Pharmacy oboa se monko Time FM Uteka FM so na dro ni bi anasa okobra man Pentecost thank you Jesus building me ho ena sofuru ekun ebo frɛ no na gye adro bi enom 0244 4700 67 na mo no mo nso no eni enkomo ena anopei siesie wo dem pamto mu tie nie siesie wo dem se wo ye bema na wutie dwumadie ya siesie dem ho oba de ebetimi apade on because oba de yire a edia one day bebe ba be fa na edwo akotena ne so na bema de kenka ne mema ya mo pesket bia bibi wo dem nya enye fe enye fe kra sese dem ho ma honya kono bia awura ho a no se krachi na ni atedodo so ho Alaska Star Enterprise uni office no akoje no emu asese na no odi akwa Alaska ho from wallpaper blanketing open material one eco panel modern TV stands open TV backlight light ato open bedside lamps sofa cover decorative watches and flowers bronya bebe flowers yi sisi demo ma honya fe ma office so enye krabe obi ebros abrantie sem din ye business isan so akire say ono su business no te ase pa first impression there etie for ye adwuma papa etibisew Alaska Star Enterprise and American for edi ama wo se ko na onso kotom niam ni bi fasisi wo dem wo na bibia enye kama enso emfa emawo ene anopa niam bebre eka de mebubo yi so ena wo kwa so betimi aka wo kumase a me patcho kumase eye dum ya odi also premises anoche plugs na boss of mona yo ho enkran from nko circle tiptoe lane na money omo ending komo awo 0256330075 na money Alaska Star Enterprise ending komo die twato kra no eye from Yiniat Practical Institute. UNIAT Practical Institute. And now, oh yeah, university graduate. Now, we computer more, mechanical cracher, unya jumanye. As I say, oh yeah, a graduate, our university, no, unya binye. Because they say, a jumano, do na the computer, and ya for a jumana, the computer, and so many mobile, ya jumano, there's ya boka guso. Anything I may come for a UNIAT, a diama sekoho, na a bano computer nim dia, yen febi emfa emau, na also to me at the abobra. Yeah, course be a CCTV installation and management, computer basics and office administration, network and cyber security engineering, design technology with drone piloting, software engineering, computer hardware and mobile phone technician, artificial intelligence, AI, in the question to tear a union. So, Nasukuni in such a way, say, said dear, Abrabone come out be a bit of school be open a regular bit of open weekends are over to your court. Obu ase wicha do me adwumenti no agese anwumre and nso wobetimi akọ sanso na open the distance and nso wobetimi aye ne kama pa me patro kuma say ya kuma sanso bus stop wa and now the friend awo 0555 383848 na muno mo eni eye nkoma no pay omne afufuro pika but before no makacho say wo ka o ye ka na wutie me. Okay, they say I time pa. If I call no crano, a fady, can munina say, I more ye basa biama. Can in your face home. It's what John I ho can to say because they say the time to do. Me pacho, mamma show baby. Oka cano, ye best say na asaya mono. Now once I anticipated Frank uncle talk afro. And I say, oh ye car dealer, so okra cars if you bruchly at the bagan, ha can auto an accident car. And now the Abagana, Upubi, Amnesty Sicano at Yamoa, may come for a Amwa automobile, and a Diamond and the Anopay, me patro Amuano, a bano, car, ne body works in a band, come, SCC, ye be near the Akosho Ovinum, na ya spray, near line car, come, and so to me at Yamao, Okona Kani, so had him say, yes, I fed your cano is back. Cano, assign I am monopa. It will be so cast I am monodia, me patro a Amwa. And I may come for no at the amount. Brunia says you can't so now can't so emra a yam. Omo Kumase ya a pencil first answer hona. And now the oil for number 0244 465764. Na monomo any command pay. Omo and asoya send my meaning come tianye. Na you be a men cobita for so fee. Yes, started discussion no for the day and mammo and anopay. Na yentu adwumadi so enso enfamam ye di apomudi nkomo kakra etimi edi amam ye ne cement vital herbal mixture and capsules edroi eyenti no obi okoto edro ni bi na o se da bi edro ni de amato ni da nanso menso me mamudin fufuro me ma edro no eye agan ni nyina no ene se edro no de kwa ako edi nkunim so ho enti se ben ma sei se onom na de kompa so he wo be wo sole ahomache no wo pra na no wo yinyame aye no no wo yi aye esanse o ma na gan o ma na match a na mu oden no tede a ono nso no wa mena hu so wo yo ba enunti obapa akwaba bibia boko de agan de me fili adro no wo adro ni ye
come aso so
adro ni ye papa e mema no amu yisika na moto niema ede moto na makese munyai monto agan nom
to agan
o ha no ba bia ba Richardo say yakwa minute wonya de
na complaints ne dos
so
e no buy oba wa ya de oba bi ho so onka oba frɛ no hello se
ede awale bebre egu nyina mumusa be ma ni na no because oba no ntimi nkyereki
bi oba da kya se
oya o se busa pani wo de busa aba no busa no
ono so to me
na be ma eti o onya de mpem
debi
to agan yentiu
SMS vital herbal mixture any capsules agan ne just say eto se edupay ene guso ayeka ho asem ede ama wagan ne de menim se wonim da ye ba bia ye be kaka ye ho na yakoso edidi nkomo se de be ya wagan ne mu be ye den na so ko si na ni mu a wakwa kogina meme nyina nem akwa kodi nkonim ede aba me ba to SMS vital herbal mixture capsules capsules eka ho ena ye pre-care natural powder no to no so bi de aka ho ye ka agan a sade wa wonim no eto se agan de ade bia fa osisi ade ho bia abobe wo Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene capsules ye droi emusa woto agan no na wonom a eyiyi osisi mama nyina ama osisi no a wotena se na wo sode a yesa wonwe wo siansan obi koto na waka ho edura nwumra abema osisi no eno na regulate ni padua ni nyina eno ntia wo se osisi no emu ye den na kuro bi efrim na flare na ewom no etumi ye adwuma na wo so edura nwumra ama wo yere eni age bema se osisi ya wo ja na se wote yawo ewo osisi nim na enu nti asade anyankopon ede ama osisi na nam ye wa asase so ntimi nya eni anapai eye Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene capsules edupai ena make am for ede ama wo na wato pre-care natural powder na wo de piano agan ebeto se ede ama wo mema ne bi so wo ha omoto ase entini no ena ya na etwe wo mo se oto ase entini no na etwe wo tori na wo gina ho a na wo te se oto ase entini no etwe wo ne nyina oto Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene capsules ni bi na wo no ma ebe yi to ase entini kuro ni nyina ede afri wo de fe ne se sciatica no ye wo sciatica nerve no ene kuro abam tuto Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene capsules bi na wo no ma sciatica nerve no ebe siesie no ebe ma no enya hoode suru ko be yade ne kuro ni nyina ede afrim ama wo so sciatica ni di de so yarefo no afru so ama ho atumi ato obi so wo hono mu a ye fra bibi se urinary tract infections ojo so twa no enatemache yade ekuro abam obi wo ha bema bi wo ha eja okoda otimi sore mprennan emprenum instead se wa sore no odi agan ni bedi dwuma ama ne yire ni age ehira na no pa no won de sore adwonso nko adwonso ya na aye no wo be sore mpre bebre adwonso ansa na ade ache be ba chow eye yade urinary tract infection na wanya entuto Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ene capsules bi na wono no ma ebeyi wudwonso twamu yade nyina ede afri ho oda obeda na ho ama ho ato on sorry prebebre angel so obema bi won so odwonso a na ne bema no ensuo no eba no dwonso no emu apai mienu o shiani area boys also enwano mo starting from me ata papa adan ya medwon so emu apai mienu be won tafo me ba cho enye ntafo na wo ba bewo eye yade unya Semens Vital Herbal Mixture any capsules now the pre-care natural powder no e de awono e ba bo e yuju so twa mu yade nyina e de afri ho monso a mutadua na etua monim no eja osode anopa eno ne ntimi ma good morning won kura wasu trase ko hwe no na ade ne sa hwefom a won hwewo no ni nyina woto agan edupai bia ebe yi sa ha ni nyina afri ho nsam ade no eyentini aha agan ne so de eyentini mu adwuma woto agan no now the pre-care natural powder na ka ho a oh obaka se kan ye ebe yi entini ne mu nyina ama won so be pemasan apemasan ama won so ani age na hodofo no so ani etumi age obi de eye premature ejaculation ne de na etimi sore de nanso so hwetere sam eja atwe wutia na mebu ani chire na me kasa show mutirim adan ye from Mr. 2 minutes man me pacho kwato Semens Vital Herbal Mixture ne capsules ni bi oto anoto pre-care natural powder no so ede aka ho ebeyi untisi muntini ni munyina ama bema wo so wagina brane obepema san akwa aba obegina mema nyina namu na wo so de animonyam hye ede abrede bia meka che mema ne se oto Semens Vital Herbal Mixture any capsules edro no na the pre-care natural powder ne ka ho a oto ya freye o freye brotherhood code bi wo ho a ye bebie di amawo na wo de ka gan ne ho a eba bua ama wo so mema ye no SPG numbers no oto adro ne bia mepacho na wa freye agan ye numbers no eye 0241 604 702 0241 604 702 and after 0244 718 557 0244 718 557
557
Obama bi si ajo amedie no eye koko koko ena agye usisim aboso amobu ha se bi okwa afikyira ya na ne kokko bone kra etumi eyiba ne nyina auto cement vital herbal mixture any capsules now the pre-care natural powder ne ka ho a ebeyi the fence pulse koko ne nyina e de free wo nipaduanim ama okwa afikyira kokko bone epie ba ne nyina be pia sa kwa kohyem okwa ejanan so a uhu biom okokko no empie ba bio na won so ho etumi ato so yoni padua ne nyina nso e na ya na eye wo basabasa untimi didi eja yesi anu ase ho kra untimi ntenwe na no de nsem bebraba auto cement vital herbal mixture any capsules no a odi nsuo no ebenom to paye no na afa pre-care natural powder no odi eno so epia no ebeboa ama wo so wate de appetite ne beba ama bibia so aye kama e de amount obi wo ho nso a ne de no man titiru mema no moto aya monto ne double oto anu to bia ma oyire no unsa wo nom cements no na oto agyan no na odi kosi oba no na oba no ko no wontimi nyeje ho mu ani nyi a eya na ma umoro anu kofom o confidence level nyina na ajira oba low libido watinka na wo fom anasa atikọ kra anasa fiche ma amane hunu bia okwa fiche na hunu amane a ni nyina to cements vital herbal mixture ne capsules now the pre-care natural powder no enso aka ho oba ebesiesie ho ama dryness ni nyina afri ho obeye wet kama ho obeye moist ama ohene ba ono so adiagro momienu mani beje afi bedura no pa no na ye husie ena moto na ye pre-care natural powder no ade bia fa akoma yare ho bia otobi na wonoma ebeboa hormonal imbalance ni nyina ebehya ma hormones no aye kama ewo nipadua no say diabetes say pressure say wakoma ene type kim no ni nyina auto pre-care natural powder ni bi na onoma ebeboa yi nyina de afi ho ema ne mema na mo pa wo no ema ne mema na mo pa wo no eye pre-care natural powder what no ato agan no capsules no any nsuo ni bi e de aka ho ebesiesie o esa ye immune system supporter ebeboa wasiesie wo nkwamo no ama wo so atumi egira brand mese wo to aduro na afreye o freye na wo ne yabo nkomo na asembisa bia wo fa aduro ne ho bia wo so wabisa ye ne aboa ama wo so wanya no ye no a wo pe no cements vital herbal mixture ne capsules your numbers ni bio 0241 604 702 0241 604 702 and that's 0244 718 557 0244 718 557 Cements vital herbal mixture ne capsule said the medical catch on okwa pharmacy shop any herbal shop bia e benwa okwa also Cements vital herbal mixture any capsules now the pre-care natural powder ne so aka ho nemom okwa VOA ebibidro fia wo oboase Jose Parker obenya adro duduo ma ene bako na what of Vic pharmacy so e wo boase JJ Baba Bento e wo boase estate Fanmok area Sunshine Herbal e wo Tanaso Healing Herbal so e wo Atonsu afa Freddy Mens ene Blessed Herbal Hallelujah ne Rock Pillar nyina e wo Kumasi Akewo e no mo Samdora Herbal e wo Kejetia Onige 3 no ene ye opposite Tafonso so Methodist clinic no hono okwa top amazing so ho adroi obema obi na wato PF pharmacy so wo New Road Junction na fe so kwabuna Gideon Hena Heba wo Brekum na Clement Heba Newborn Pharmacy so wo Brekum hafon so Ja Heba ne asumdwe nyina wo go so se medical catch no yedro no wo baby bebreti se wo frey a na waka baby a wo ne a kire baby e ben wo na wakwa akoto adro ne be na wanom Cements vital herbal mixture any capsules a guy better say man see fa ju to no so enka ho me
yedamase pa eno agan dro no na yedi nkomontia na so akoto bi na abtimi abo ye pa say we omre na duba akwa ba pa musima no miensa enkwai na Bismarck osu bempa ya la sijo enche dwumadi na sema ye kwa manene na yedi nkomono dia ma ene midweek games wo ho o hwe serious ya games wo pa Juve Udini the other games ni na no say ala de be rewrem na yamam koda eno nso ebetimi aboa mo friend league for instance ene Laurent Tenefi no atwen Paris Saint-Germain in the EFL our England Carabao Cup no Arsenal bo Brighton what a match Liverpool and Super Bowl Crystal Palace another game and nso mu bed the papa Swansea and so Man City na Wolves and so Tenefie no more any team from Chelsea yanom etimi abona sa game no me mpa ni na san kechi na beba say no anka da benkum no so mo be nyom mene intini na no say ebedi hunkomo awo djumadi no so join live awo YouTube Nhyira TV for message no bra da ini nkomo no emfa ama ayala good morning
now
to say
oh nyame adom bibia e fine
e de nyame ase emka du ba ko abo ini nkomo no free amne ne mra na afi me wi ofie
Rich me kai me share me because of Barcelona ntino uko international footballer apart from say me Ghana ni no I support the Spanish national team.
Okay.
And I remember after South Africa 2010, as Spain ebejo first World Cup no. Put together a documentary for the team. Our key players were talking about journey and how building a team. Na first year film and the achievers, now they became achievers, won Euros and won the World Cup finally. Now, Rich, so where's our documentary now? There are parts of Obitise Ike Casillas, Xavi, Puyol, these players. Ekasa about the way a sad time no na El Clasico any emu tension and ka creative problems in the Spanish national team. Yes. Na I say club football no mu tension in tokwa no
didi akona
nti ama uba national team na hu play of Madrid and also free Barcelona omushia
who's your enemy
na I say wa only said anya fine. Now according to Ike Casillas, who was the captain of the team, I say they saw say no idea way ya penny and come once more it will affect us. So one of the national team meetings then he called the senior players no more team no both from Real Madrid and Barcelona. So Ono Casillas, Sergio Ramos, Xavi, Puyol to have a meeting and say, look, club football and any rivalry is club football. But see about national team, say young keleke as leaders. May I now for 4 Nissan Manomana. Look, it will affect your chemistry on the pitch. Because it's always our team now. It had Puyol, it had Sergio Ramos, had Piqué in Omuba Kleino, had Casillas Dapomu. Then Uko Fifiwa, there was Xabi Alonso, there was Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, David Villa. So it was almost a combination of Barcelona, then Real Madrid, Kakra, to form that team. Casillas said that meeting was very, very fruitful. And they were able to push El Clasico tension outside the way of the national team. And they won the World Cup. Now we are in 2025. Next year, you have another World Cup. And Rich, so watch a lot of the bookers. Almost predictions are almost based on form, team chemistry, consistency in BBR. There is no way you will do your top 3 countries a better magic World Cup now on for Spain and count. Into once again, Spain have got another World Cup as the European champions, and they are tipped by Booker say they have a very, very good team to win the World Cup. But Rich, so man, she Nancy Tokoya ACC El Clasico may come back to affect them. And what am I talking about? Yeah, boy, El Clasico new this picture and a trendy here. A picture of Dani Carvajal upon the Real Madrid captain's armband. Very, very significant. Now, I'll catch you. Lamine Yamal say, Okasadodo. And Kasmobo and Umposo Buoma senior man, now on Chasso. You see him also opening his mouth to talk back to the senior man. Rich, Sankesi, hey, I will not have a problem. But Enra, Spanish papers are carrying out a story, say, there is a triple unfollow earthquake. Our social media, as somebody say, Lamine Yamal, Pedro Gonzalez, and Abanti friend Gerard Martin, and you know, I could unfollow Danny Kabaha or IG.
Wow.
And that is serious.
It's getting out of hand.
Yes. That is serious. Me I show say previously. Say enquire muko Spanish national team camper. Rich. Say enye proud to Danny Kava no muko tunwo national team camper. He is one of the most experienced, one of the most respectable person in the dressing room. Yeah. And Otu for abetie. Obi Awaji Champions League 6. We bought for Real Madrid for years. We bought for the Spanish national team for years. It's respect no honum. But Rich, the moment I'm crying, start to say, we don't care anymore. You better follow social media. Let the media report it. We don't care. Rich, me I am share is what I said in Rano. So what hear me story in here? Rich, say if BBC AC in the era of Puyol, Casillas, Xavi, and you coach in Peduma, these are like level-headed, matured guys who could deal with the issue, and they dealt with it.
Well, many young.
But see, I don't just Spanish national team anymore. Even the team that won the Euros, Rich. Penny Bay pa in the room, Penny Bay. You look around the team, and Oyazabe Omo, no man you team. Oyazabe so more so sad. And Tokoya, I'm not on for the noon team. What do you know? They've not shown any leadership qualities, baby. It's how do you expect the likes of what the money? When problem, Leno, madam, 80. It's a team, dear. Rich, I realize a coach is the bomb.
I think the heavy and your bad.
The Football Federation and the
sure, almost step in. Because baby, I can't. It's serious.
Probably.
And may sure be to say a Rafi Anthony Vinicius Junior.
Oh, Brazil. Oh, say, may yes, somebody will travel as far as this one.
Samu.
Because after it, there have not been any yente. Sabako follow the uncle and say, no. Vinicius right now is even dealing with Oni Alonso issue. Many sure say Omodi and Ebeko. But when the Central America say, Senka after this picture, and I can be actually one pack so minimum how member you agro. That would have been fine. But for Bema to go calm down after the game, you know, and carefully take his phone and unfollow you there, then it means I'm going to talk. And see, I am beginning to get worried for the Spanish national team ahead of the World Cup. Say, Oman say yeah, they na ye say about how in the past, but in Penyumphobia more team taking responsibility how no. This time around, you scan around the national team and you don't see those kind of maturity. I'm dealing with that issue way. Now, Rich, me say no, I didn't come about Vinicius Junior and any issues or Real Madrid. Now, before I make a same let me tackle Gabi or any stories. No, look. And no man can say and a Real Madrid players, you know, training no, or would you say a BB and a matches no more bono. Look, Sir Omusho Omachi and Nakalo Ancelotti. Normally Ancelotti man management. They charge Abi Alonso Mpoa. They should also look back under Carlo Ancelotti in the last days, any results they were getting in game against Barcelona, and the way they were playing.
And then two, I mean, any time you know,
Rich.
Two personalities.
Mini Spain. But from Ghana, if you watch Real Madrid now, you could clearly see, say, the work ethics are not lucky, but they were too comfortable with Carlo Ancelotti, and to not push them find the Edman. Oh, buy Xabi Alonso buy here, or catch you to push them, say, some goes on them boss them more Ancelotti time. So comfortable, money attitude to press, to come back, defend.
Several times those days, or Madrid front three now, Rodrigo on Taki.
Mbappe on Taki, Vini and Taki.
Obiya balance, more. And you know money balance.
Exactly.
It's already Real Madrid. Obiya bazo.
Once time, no. Rafinha mu dream come with other ball. Lamine Yamal, the team hands free come coming inverted to balance the team. And it's how no man. Look, move on 4 games against Barcelona, even 5.
You know,
they beat you in all of them. Xabi Alonso buy. So our extra work na mumpe as players. Even the results telling you say you are on the right path. Results must tell you so. Hey, we are not used to this aggression training. We are not used to this tactics where any question a dinner won't say, Bona Yabono, Yakuta born in Kwani Bobby, Yanibon so see a Bobby. This is a normal principles and Kitia. Xabi Alonso, any say, Rich, Umpo. Once what he is doing is giving you results, then you have to change your mindset and follow it and stop the complaints. Now look, say Obi Oshe or Nhyira TV Biano. If you have a glimpse of your tactical board now, Rich, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games at Real Madrid about so far this season. And Abranti friend Vinicius Junior, the involvement or sad games in them. Rich, in our first game, you need film 78 minutes. In the second game, Mpode one started. Into Obemu in the 68 minutes. You need film 72nd. You need film 68 minutes. Against Marseille, Obemu in the 63rd minutes. You need film in the 77th minute. The only games are about 90 minutes. Against Levante, Atletico Madrid, and a team of Villarreal. It is either you film around the 70th minute and after on over game in the second half. And when I can say, so we should sound over here. We play be say Vinicius just barely last 2 seasons. Uji the FIFA best player. Now Uji say Real Madrid, you were the face of it. Now all of a sudden, what that mean player? Unya untouchable like team you know. You panic waba. It come out to bench na you the waba game nim. Ubo game na. Ubo game ni na. And why you say we dey do 70th minute? You bring your film. Rich Sadia na ya. But you see, and Mbeka say he is part of the Real Madrid captains. And unim say Rich, and now we were saying say Vinicius Junior efumuno. Adebakwa wanya was to go straight to the tunnel. Yeah. And we said the good thing was he came back. But Rich, do you know say Dario AS say and you Vinicius spend on the back. Xabi Alonso send one of the staff members, no. So Munko Kanche Vinicius say, so I'm Baba Kama Matana bench wa, and the Real Madrid no name kiti. So I am one of the coaching staff instructed by Xabi Alonso, and I confirm Vinicius by. Yes, that is what Dario is reporting. Now, Enra, our RMC Sports, our France, Christopher Dugari, so guys are guy no. I say. Oh no, but Real Madrid need that. And he worked under Florentino Perez as a president then. The Vinicius here, one here for Florentino Perez beton.
Who say, oh yes, I know, come on, go papa no. And oh papa na. Oh yeah, bit diplomatic because who say, come on, damn it. So, but himself, so who had him no happy.
Is he rich?
Say a boy classic where you were from one chow coach. Free wow,
you are creating a scene. Now, Rich,
as a team behind Samubi.
The bottom line will be this. Siebo season, necessarily Alonso Ayadia. Now, Florentino Perez, Ejini say, or the team no abba on the right track, and he needed any support. Say, Obama ni what you do. Now, when you GDS say me facing players now, meaning say I am facing the players with the backing of the president. Rich, then they will throw it to him. Say, do you want the guy to be in the team or you want him out? And Xabi Alonso results Obenya, and the women wins at this battle. Rich, so say coach Biba, not on the revolution bar. The first thing you must do for him is to show to players no more and say, hey, coach, we get tiny cheap. They are all you yea, on the aka, yet tenacity, and you're backing up. And you have to start respecting him, or you can't be in this team because he is the leader of the team now. Rich, they hear me, yeah. And they say, the Vinicius see any, MSC, he has not offered any apology. Not publicly, not to the teammates. And I decided to go to this Vinicius, the official X handle. Say can be better now or the apology and answer public oh no or post or come on. Rich, you go there. The last time Vinicius posting BB was on the 30th of June. No apology from him. Not to the public Real Madrid supporters and not to the teammates. Because Enkwaya and there will be reports suggesting say why yes I did. Richard Bon Classic on the Sunday and then Wednesday for God's sake 3 days. Onyanu Mbia and I think say oh me okay. Legal require report to say since Omubo Air Classic on you Vinicius and the coach of Moncasada and Omuko to any Omanisha and it's a normal society. Then it means that their relationship will be broken forever. And actually, that is what Legaro is reporting. And see, Rich, this power play, not you say it will be between Vinicius and Mbappe. But yes, Tokono Enya is testing direction here. You anticipated that, and it is now between Ono and the coach Xabi Alonso, which we think say. The coming days very
maybe mini Vinicius are dreaming there, but maybe also dreams at a point nam the face of Real Madrid. Then Mbappe came. Oh yeah, dear, but so this season BBH just as a Madrid for me projecting Mbappe ahead of me.
Of course, even from last
game grand me game am feel say me bobo classical na we are sitting there where them GDS can born 19 minutes
of course
but as a person kwa we the face of the team you know yenyi we film na say cameras ni na come back so maybe I don't brand any transia as no nko for mu ni
you see I have already established that say last 2 seasons here he won the FIFA best and he was the face of the Real Madrid team and yeah there a dead deep prefer, but we all knew say Mbappe he was going to share a certain shine with Vinicius. Now, yes, now in the 2 seasons, which last season Mbappe was Real Madrid best player, undoubtedly. This season too same, and Mbappe obum game bia. Even though Xabi Alonso buy or say me perplex or better come away no, but in all the way Mbappe is playing. But maybe there, me and I hear film, me hear film. 3 games spent about 90 minutes. Now in the biggest game, I just said beginner park so me sound. I am playing one of my best games this season. Now see me film there. What you are trying to tell me is say no me accept to say, boy no me untouchable Real Madrid team no be, and that's I can't play 90 minutes. And see, Metiasie, Rich, psychologically, Vinicius thinks that he's losing it. Oh, team a friend Real Madrid. But you see, Rich, ultimately for a billion could be for when you overreact.
Sure.
And that is what we are discussing. Say, and can you fool? Uria Kasagasa put a quarter bench. Uria in the dressing room as one of the captains. Beg your teammates say the Oya a creative scene and for good image amba and to poor macho. Go to the coach. Get on me meeting. Okay.
But the
only year and one it. Something like that, like Anamoa Betuno, and a man who say, oh, I've been here now, you know, Udasu, but Rich, I think that Vinicius had a reaction. Eddie, a bimdia a year before, which they were a normal air con. Mammy, a crab in a maintenance. Rich, there's a lot happening in Italian football, and that is why I will finish in the next 3 minutes. First of all, Rich, Senyes Kasemwa. I think say if any African player be a funny form pa na enka or frafo na frame say league ben onko magamaka on go Italian league no. Born or mobile. If I watch the general style of play of the Italian league, Rich, it's African football for the bar. The boots. This I said so fast pace of the game and yet very very fast and I am painful room and see the way I Africa you build it slowly ne you did aggressive kakano you know no lecture for asai panati ama Zambo Inguisa I said the only goal for Napoli and see after Napoli I share Inter Milan no next away game, Omasa question 1 hour away. Rich, your ball game new now your Cameroonian brother, Zambo Inguisa, as the man of the match. And he played very, very well. But Rich, sir, when we are offering Zambo Inguisa, because so when you because on your young on energy giddy. And it is true. But in the Italian Serie A, Rich Oba, he is very, very comfortable. And they are also 23 Napoli and neighbor, let's say West Ham and now Tottenham, which I don't believe so with me about because of the pace of the Premier League. But in the Italian Serie A, you watch him and you watch a very, very good player. Now, the second game, our Bergamo, Inter, AC Milan, sorry, I could say early first go by Ricky. Then who else? Ademola Lookman, Eteka, Edimatima, Yafeno, Atlanta. Rich, your ball game was you na the African footballer of the year, Ademola Lookman, Aji man of the match. The only thing they say, or she go no. Say unim what happened in the transfer window. Now I'm supposed to free Atlanta one corner. I'm a supporters. Ne jano. And you know, share and supporters no were mentioning his name. Or maybe told you, but he doesn't know how to warm up to them game. But Rich, to watch one night, 2 Serie A games for 2 African brothers to win the MVP of those 2 separate games, you know, made me feel proud about the Italian game. Now, and then there are some few games, yeah, but Bosso. But Rich, Juventus Ebo Udini. I believe, say, with a change of coach, Juventus and a very, very poor run. And only Amaya Pamo who go through the no. But against Udini, Rich, they will not lose. And they are now to Ray, Rich, 8 games on Winnie in a trot. 8 on Shebi.
And the new manager bounce the Bayadu Mama Juve.
The Bayadu.
Okay.
Because 8 games on Shea, on Winnie. 8 games, so a move for on Shea go cry. And Rich, and your results on Kwa. Almost always Asia Tibia, your friend Damien Komoli, on the general manager for Juve. Rich, and Canaya Wednesday, Giorgio Cellini, Echo Arab, and ko bank na Wednesday and nkomo kosia Ekin the CEO of Juve no makodi di nkomo but after Lazio game no and I'm say masa we can't wait I was say pamo ugo to do na rich almost say enye results ne nko in the last 3 games we lose nyina 2-0 against Como 1-0 against Real Madrid in the Champions League and we lose 1-0 against Lazio some results when and after that Damien Kamol akache go to do say Masia Pamo but rich almost say beyond the results ora ne ba ye no team no ni identity bia ase o mo confusion tactics obi fa no so o post match na wo ko to ayam pia kire referee na referee for ne moye o ye referee for no so na de aba calendar na me bo Champions League Tuesday na ma ko bo Serie A games ni tata so do Africa de choma wo ko na say rich after o sa de ni nibre akoso ni players so going to post match and citing the players and say omo no mo mbo mo homode and the last one was Cambia so no masa jai team no to na yenko enti omo pomo go to do no the list by first one was Abrantia and Uriah Feno Luciano Spalletti then this man called Rafael Palladino the coach for Fiorentina and the simple reason why almost Palladino was on the list and they say na ono no bo bayafo and after so no the sporting director of Juventus Marco Ottolini any ni adwuma o Monza Sata man o fefe as a coach no man opportunity enti nko nim no say nkomo nkofa Rafael Mra but rich their third wild card was Roberto Mancini but anopay information na Urban say verbally they've agreed to bring Luciano Spalletti 2 years to Tima your friend Juventus which I think say and then you make game no they will not lose our the Allianz Stadium against Udine Como Ebebo Hellas Verona again a double chance for Como Inter go home after losing to Napoli no Omanya Kwenya go home against Fiorentina very very difficult game but I also think say Inter loses that game no then send okay and a Carabao Cup games no and so nti yeah very very nice combination o say umpa bon say Chelsea
Wolves in show mo
na which na Carabao Cup be sanya cup bia ufiri me dey
are revidom dey me ana any Grisby do
we kind of us fulminate him no say one any gwase
and no nya cup bia
but any gwase
it is a Grisby a share na mo sre dia
Grisby wow we the one who can
and yeah and
exactly that is it
a 4th-tier team Manchester United
the Premier League team you free Carabao Cup man say na
news Wolves team we mo dey Chelsea dey mo na nyam so nkamani ya chinayam na show iso no ma sama Wolves asham show ni bad Wolves o mo nyaade nzo mo go Premier League but this season obia Wolves be nzo mo nyaade
maybe so mo nyaade dia say no they will put their concentration on the Carabao Cup Chelsea doesn't care
me da say Wolves are Chelsea and one na me pe
Rich,
3
bet records. Mesewa monje na move change bet no na ye peske ningu ye bottom. First one no and make sure our tactical board no so no. Uti already, don't worry, I will mention it. First one no a BW1CC FBE2C BW1CC FBE2C. Second one no a BW1CD 00C00. Nice one. And the last one no a BW1CD 09DD9. Inti BW1CD 09DD9 BW1CD 00C00 BW1CC FBE2C 3 betway codes. So one captain wa ha oko me X handle ha unsa ebetimi aka oko Facebook besibako usubempa hyphen ayala anasa ayala sports so a ma post the kama ewo ho yemo share good luck na yemfa menim kom rich na Black Queens no omanye training imponie ena ke ye training bia
na me catch guy be say Egypt for ye.
Omunyade.
And my 2 days on my training. I must have some 4. Egypt for Nyade, Omunyade cry.
Omunyade and I say any.
Nimi Nuna. Yeah, dear, Edna. Almost so nyade. And you were there. Yene yard yede I they were born because you are training ahead of the game. But in the name ya mom 4. I say they count the first leg it was 7-0. And the mom idea qualification. But before no on about Kobe. I said Juventus is facing the same problem Manchester United is facing now. The team needs a mental and focus. I team ya solve say Manchester picking. It is a open example for Frubinoya. So between you Chelsea, I use Chelsea or mum name focus. Now, Yamfa and Jimedino as some more Mubusa Fifino. Fifi were 10 in Echi Kakao to kind. Damia Mo Besaba Becana. Ya to Jimedino so at me at Yamam. Yeah, but fear now at the Black Queens. And come on, said they did Ayala did contract on at the Manra across for Studium. Black Queens, Esha 4 Egypt and Timiante Canabako cry. Ababa wa a friend said Doris Bodua hat trick or Shemiensa and a comfort yabua at the goose in the back of Kanwa. Okay, can any first league Nina Buma 7 and yede ama Egypt America say Yenya qualification Elkobo Women's Afcon and so no ebitimi akoso na animuna head coach Adema Black Queens Aboboku no Nhyira Kim last. Your poor game no say what share Black Queens team ya. So we share games are on mobile, right? After some kobo a year, Afcon no every year no. Bibia actually say team no is getting better and better by the day. Team no bono no bono. Bibia actually say my and to say there. Omo to omo sepa Bibia koye and so Eddie Emma a Black Queens Boboku no.
I can be completely honest. I had another 14 offers when I signed for Ghana, and I did it have a reason because I want to be here in Ghana, and I think I can help the girls and make a little bit of a difference. So together, I think we are on the way to something really, really good, and we showed it already in the summer. So I'm here to stay with the girls.
Okay. I know I can so came some wrong voice. Mommy, do okay? Say I get it better no. And no one can say wait there. Na Okasi said them a Mayano, a born or more bonny idea no, or no onion agents or cobebia. Wabasa will stay our Ghana no aboa. I'm a Black Queens etimi ako omo enim. You see they are getting better no, and nini.
It's like, I mean, if you take in the WAFCON, there was a long time ago that a women's team took themselves to a bronze medal, and also I don't remember how many exactly, but the biggest part of the group in that team made their first WAFCON. I think it was maybe like 18 players or something like that that did their first WAFCON. So with that experience, of course, going to help us in the future. So we are a young team and a new team, especially I will say. So this group is just getting better and better, and you can see in the end of the day we respect the opponent Egypt, but in the end of the day, of course, it's easy game if you win with 7-0 over 2 games, and this is the final step onto the WAFCON tournament. Okay,
and the came last or say ne maba wado I will show you team now relatively young na omu sua de omu ebo games in no game bi on bobo bia no to say yes improvement and so eba and no cry na be done the last half connect no etimi ko clinche bronze at the buyer so tenechi na hwe mayo no team no any kwan mo fa so bo na bibia e kire se omu yini ewo adwuma no ni pa ogiri se no baboa ama team no nso no empompo so a empenifo person kokodu no omo so ebetimi akwakodu ho na someday. And it's before this game, you name sama na ekoso our Black Queens bobuku $9,500. A kabia na show omukobo Afcon na mpedifo into omono. Ya ball against Egypt we in the first leg no na ambayo no so omunye training. Na nkampeso omakobo game second leg no ama samakaya ade che kra no there was this media a reporter na HSA esi minister kra ka kire maya no samoma wabrem monko calf ne dia no ben e ban no de be man ban no so 2 years after 2 years no ye betua resi team ama makobo e ma minister be ka se sansem no no kra bia enim na omo ye do metimi bia sika no a finance minister and as a ministry no and as some hena releases sika say na be betimatua aye mayo no and so eka good news and say sisi ameka say ye betimi aka kyerem say mayo no ye do bia check and so etimi e de ama no na yentie minister ebra na o confirm say yes e man sika no sika na ehim no ayade a ministry no and so release sika ya momu na check say omunkoyom sika and so na omunkodi.
The policies have been sorted out. Like I told them, that it was a process. It was almost due. Just that, like I told them the last time we met, that I could not put my finger to say, oh, yesterday, Monday, it was going to be ready, or it will be ready today, or it will be next week. And I know that it's been approved and is going through a process. So it will be paid. Yesterday, we got the money, and today, they wrote the checks for them. This evening, after their games, everybody has been given a check, and the officials too have been given the part that they are supposed to be given.
Okay, and according to Minister Nhyira Kofi Adams, or say, I know Mubo game na NSCAN a year ready. Na all Sabra now no Casano, obey a catch we are na say, problem net daho, say a day a Mayano Ekano, a sorted. Yet will be a check at the Ashen, including a officials of the team, a Kabiana Dahobiano, Omotimi Etia at the Efiho. Name sisi e ka eda ho no the 2 games now mo abono say Black Queens no ombo game bia omo bonus no $1,500 into 2 now mo bo against Egypt no and $3,000 yentua emfa emom name $9,500 outstanding bonuses na e sheka no de make us say e mario no you do bia check and so etimi e dia man em say ayala we de asem de.
Yes.
Minister,
of course. Some catch you say no, catch you say rich. Obien who person odi obi ka.
Osis kan buy a to obi aka.
Obien who person odi obi ka. Nti asamba na enya ndo wase na yakara se na wo se ka no. Of course, ye nyina ye be we say e ya na process bi say no. Nke be ye ndem. Because a man on ball say na na wo ka no mo ball afko no ye na nyende. And they did very very well. Omubedru ye no. Honorable Kofi Adams mo $10,000. I think your president Emma Omo
get
no meka John Dramani Mahama His Excellency. Emma muska tamomo e buy omo kwasra no Jubilee House. I've forgotten the figure nti me say me bo figure bia me very very sure of. Rich ni pepe mu a enka ba the time mba bedru no. Na omo sika ina ready. Na when your maximum feeling of the success
we na hona tia ka come on unti bre no kra e chepe na say what bre
what you see enu ti me kai my first degree in psychology educational psychology there's this theory bi I can say both reward and punishment must be given immediately.
Okay,
so wa anya ne sa na o ye defeat the concept of say oh reward you be and answer punish you be. My for example, Rich. Only Oba Junior owe. Se Junior ye bone enanopa. Na se be 2 weeks later. Wada no beti boom. Ah, ale dey na my house yo last 2 weeks.
Ade na we
ye.
Na me punish you.
The moment you do that, Akrano, ebe funny say the punishment ode man no. Ode man ne with the no any how wicked you are. And not because obe so we a certain subaby every nimu. Oye na hona. No what no. No who say enyo no na otan no. Aye suman na odan edi no. And na ope say ojai sa de ne ye. Sa na wi asete. Enti we will encourage the ministry. Say enu ma bi say no ho na montuo no. Aye no munye ne ntam kakra. Say na be ya sa ye ni nyina no. Ebetimi e de ato nchen. Now Rich, to the game proper. I spoke to one of my technical friends, Oye Jumama FIFA. And no koshe bo ni bi was stadium wo. Because I told them ya o shebo wo TV so ne say o shebo stadium different kakra. Then me bisa na say what has been the observation of Enra game no share no? Asemo ka che me ne say Ojidi say Black Queens team we CCA we. Take him last asepa. Any day we open so bono. So omoda sorry mpo no mukobo game. They know a certain routine how they must play.
There's a certain pattern.
What you say?
Before this game, you training 2 times.
Yes.
But still you 4.
What and who say me so say you training ni kasakasa no affected the start of the game. And the first half
Obi
Anshe. But in the second half, when they go to their groove, no, you could clearly see say this is the Black Queens Kim last are building. And Nipakwana mini di common is one person I respect the technical analysis pa. So when Okas ask me chairman, so last time I catch you say, Rich, on the continent of Africa. Your Black Queens used to be one of the elite national teams our continent. So we lost that for some period of time. Rich, we are back. We are back to elite football and bar national team. We are back. And then say, oh boy, the best and national team of Africa. Rich, there is no way on Fagan and Kao. And so you're starting my football, no, not your Kao. We are gradually back. The American and they say, Rich, Nigeria seems to have given the continent a certain gap. And me to too many enya Morocco. Enya Nora have to create him Equatorial Guinea. I believe say yen any country say yes that is say you see your old ayidimua. We can close the gap on Nigeria. And see, I am in Bible say we will go next year again El Morocco. Play very, very well. Get into the medal zone. Na yentimi and by Aliso me Bompire we will meet Nigeria in the finals of the Emmanuel AFCON next year. El Morocco. Then we test ourselves again. Say if in the run up to the competition, Pono, Rich, Sinkebenya friendly game be. Me asa convince Nigeria for so yes say about mama say ebiemu because Rich I believe say the more we play with them the more we get familiar with them and they are the best our continent so and if you want to close the gap on them the found you know man show and I show 4 uko bi mo be show 3 uko bi mo be show 2 after no an kasa be realize say uni ntem gap no e closing kakaka because Rich say me realize say a man be winning AFCON no Nigeria is the team to beat. Sure. And once we are able to target them say to Mr. Omo dia then we can become champions of Africa. Medima no sikura. Ochina on the show you were big exclusive on Kim Lass.
Okay.
Rich, we don't want a repetition of Nora Haptel. But Yahweh ABC. Nora, Nora started the foundation of us getting the elite mentality BML Black Queens. Rich, we couldn't sustain Nora because of Sikasem. ABC ne, people don't know, but so we will be with carefulness. You will know. Rich, when you say your Black Queens technical team no. Still no, enya buying the two go. And the Kim last year in Yinano, Abani doesn't pay him more. It is a FA that pays. But it's not team in Abani there. How come and Abani? It's all the technical team of the Blasters. Or Jitum say any responsibility in the banner, and also Heno. But Rich, a man national team no. Abani so on is going to be your coach.
I know me on good team. There's a national team.
And unim. And I heard.
I never in a man here. Naomi, I know.
Yeah.
Because a man side need a mutual coaches.
Of course, you've taken full
responsibility.
If
the coach no one in China can only do.
Exactly. And Rich Unimara who say me womb. Unu say I call Blasters. uyi auto free wa the assistant coaches no edge $10,000 a month as almost salary. Rich, the Black Queens head coach, because he's not paid by government now, so much you impono. The Black Queens coach is not even earning up to the assistant coaches of the Blasters.
How?
Scan, I'm going to scan away. And the officer started over. And then he started with Nora now. Yabaka and Kofu fee.
We got Jumana Hoyan,
Of course, Rich.
Country be up so developing it.
Look, there are even countries being said Morocco, even Nigeria. Our Mujini say they came to me the year with the Black Queens. Imagine he was with them. Our Mususu were a certain quality of players. And the Rich Ochina, we had all the details, Baba. And you must tell Bruce or them. Meaning say if the language abiding better say will be pressure there, then you have to start to apply it. Now send Omoyama Blasters now. Omo taking full responsibility say a national team that belongs to the state. And a man there also a national team that belongs to the same state. And to the Yama Omono. Media men can't say Munches can pepepe. Because she can't remember football the bar. And then one a man the bar. But at least recognize your responsibility over the team, and at least the only Yama memano send the Yama man by also paying
unacceptable say.
Yes.
National team yes abide there.
Of course.
A do Black Stars and they abide me to coaches. The other national teams no. Yes, we into Omokadi. Star coaches no omonya then to survive.
Problem. Problem.
And you see, the other a do maybe a ref say. For instance, under 17 and 20. Sa team yan e graduate to Omombo Black Stars do.
Of course.
It is a coach no when Jimmy and try na adwuma. Ya beden ye team bi na da bi de demo ne. Ya kan say Nhyira Jordan mo efedi over. Omombo national team ni dia man.
And you see, unum say nkomo ya the rich. Who say minim say ye bibi fosuba na say me nya ne Ghana ye suban. Say adie bi anko enia ye nsua lessons in film unum neti amekasa say akwa say how we lost Nora akem last baya ema yem fe Nora nintino I said the full lessons are now say kesia film no ye nsua sanka rich sanka after Nora enanke ye call back to ye Mercy Tegomu any ade enanke team no siba for moi Ebia and Kaban Babu says, oh, Charlie, and he had to get back to normal, a standard. No, Yanya day, Makaso, you bet me the coach Papa Biaba. But I also would try to say, oh, in a bit here because Saturday, you be who say lessons now, woman, years here, but I'm quite any year in Intino. I am feeling the absence of Nora and Intino, and as she see it
because science feeder teams and a whole crown as Yemi and Co. Because I'm not dachi biani ever graduate to Omo.
Of course.
Mama bobo the national team for
this Black Queens team when and Ray. Stella Nyamicha Mone comfort Yabu Amunino. Omo kaka na 20 Black princesses na no.
Yes, I
don't Blasters no wow.
You never dare grow too much.
Rich. Our Monsieur Ochina we will bring the exclusive.
To our bones yes, came last in Nigeria.
Yes, Obiaba
Morocco.
Yes.
Morocco.
And almost they can pay you very well.
Yes. Yeah, but fun.
They can pay you well.
I go back to square one. Oh. Near Fitchy. Yes, I started.
The MBA say, oh, the campaign that we are doing, Sikampa, yeah, where the Mumpose communion to form a Kemno. Rich, order to talk Nafa for Africa, and no but at least, man, comfortable. Man, recognize, say, you are taking care of him. Na on for pepano to us to no nya adwuma ne ma asema ye ka nyina no
yento so insurance 4.5 or say chroma chidwumade no maka to us 31st of this month and eba so enti there say ochinechi ya and eba so our Ratri Park yede Jibad Koku Smoke and many more ka ho omundina be gina air platform no so ma tonnom Adjeni Awo Ratri Park. Na Makaso Jumadi sponsored by Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink in 2 tikita. yɛbɛma rush energy drink na afei nso no watimi adoma nsa kra na dwumadie no nso atimi akɔ akɔhwɛ bi na ticket no make say and ready turning tam because one here a bit ho no na wanya ticket and top patch standard no echo for 70 cities, VIP 200 cities, VVIP no echo for 400 cities. Open table booking and now I inquiry be about ticketing any program no BBR. Now what friend number is 0542 461922. A sacrum at Jumadi no Yami Adamo Chinechia and Ebas Yenina so na in Chan Kituebi and na Emetras on Farm Michamas for 25 years Bassi I enjoy. You do be a check and so etimi at the amano. Na yentie minister ebra na o confirm say yes a man sikano omusika na ehim no eyade a ministry no enso release sika ya momu na check say omunko yom sika enso na omunko di.
The bonuses have been sorted out. Like I told them, that it was a process. It was almost due. Just that, like I told them the last time we met, that I could not put my finger to say, oh, yesterday, Monday, it was going to be ready, or it will be ready today, or it will be next week. And I know that it's been approved and is going through a process. So you will be paid. Yesterday, we got the money, and today, they wrote the checks for them. This evening, after their games, everybody has been given a check, and the officials too have been given the part that they are supposed to be given.
Okay, and according to Minister Nhyira Kofi Adams, or say, I know Mubo game na anasikani a year ready. Na all Sabra now no Casano, obetimi a catch review na say, problem net daho, say a day a Mayano Ekano, a sorted. Yet will be a check at the Ashen, including officials of the team, a Kabiana Dahobiano, Omotimi Etia at the Efriho. Name sisi e ka eda ho no the 2 games now mo abono say Black Queens no ombo game bia omo bonus no $1,500 inti 2 now mo bo against Egypt no and $3,000 yentua emfa emom name $9,500 outstanding bonuses na e shekam no de make us say e mario no you do be a check and so etimi e diaman em say ayala we de asem de.
Yes.
Minister,
of course. Some catch yourself, no, catch yourself. Rich. Obien who person or do become.
This can buy a tube.
Obien who person do become. See, as somebody and Yanto was here. Na ya can't send you here cano. Of course, Yen na ever way she say, Ayana process is busy no. Nkabayen. Because a man on board send an hour can almost go off on we and they did very, very well. Omubedru ye no Honorable Kofi Adams mo $10,000. I think your president Emma omo
get
no meka John Dramani Mahama His Excellency Emma muska tamomo eba ya omo kosra no Jubilee House. I've forgotten the figure nti me say me bo figure bia me very very sure of. Rich ni pepe mu a enka ba the time mba bedru no na omo sika nyina ready na when your maximum feeling of the success.
We now when I tell car. Come on. On to Breno cry. A Japanese what to Breno.
What you say? And until me kai my first degree in psychology, educational psychology. There's this theory be I can say both reward and punishment must be given immediately.
Okay.
So why anya sa na o yeah defeat the concept of say oh reward will be an answer or punish will be. My for example, Rich. Only Oba Junior owe. Se Junior ye bone enanopa. Na se be 2 weeks later. Wada no beti boom. Ah, ale dey na my house yo. Last 2 weeks.
Ade na we
ye.
Na me punish you.
The moment you do that, Akrano, ebe funny say the punishment ode man no. Ode man ne with the no any how wicked you are. And not because obeso we a certain subaby efinimu. Oye na hona. No what no. No who say enyo no na otan no. Eye suman na odan edi no. And na ope say ojai sa de ne ye. Sa na wi asete. Enti we will encourage
Yeah, wrap up with 1 or 2 Ibina. I'm sorry.
Sorry, now Betway say and Kai Obia say omo bet influencer and homo Obia. Your products be or how for brand ambassadors or momo with din on influencer. Betway almost say there be Obia influencer ma woman. And untino the here say Obesha bet or Betway. What you show bet or Betway. Unique code near that bet in so no. But they share my betting community or school platform. Or sports platform bia wo so baby a wo bia nipa wo bia motai di betting command ko for betwa betting bia wankasa social media handles we dey fa gugu ho sa na dey dey say enkofo fa code no mu di twa beta 4% of sika mo di betwa bet no eye wo code no eye wo dia no e wo na obenya se sika no eno ene ma wo bet influencer e di ema bet we enti adenti e na oda so code e wo other platforms abra wo se bet we a ubenya sika enso ede efrimu nti minkayo na ebe part of this amazing offer betway ede ma obi ana de ho ne se omonko a exclusive to omo no betting company and a FAO as a bet influencer undi 18 years Mr. betting onka ho so what the 18 years ekwa udba na sa wo twa bet e wo betu a e na wa bet responsibly e na twi ni be ka se na odi nyansa Eddie Aton Betway almost get way more.
Hello, what's low? Yen fast and young corner. I tell for your culture, me say, or bread you may no, or problem be a bra. Na or bra team no, or him have been one team no wow. Na so be sisu, our yemu, a japadie, bibia, would come up for some bra. Na or bread you may no, and come some and so and for Matilo. Yanya birthday na afi yanko fa adom kase no emra
Richardo ene eye Thomas a birthday senior man Thomas ene ne birthday ono ene CEO edema Tomat Lux and Beauty Parlor na akoso afrema ese mfe chef so na yema na awoda panchi no international CEO happy birthday to you ponchraw no koso na onyo kase do nsabe so bia ewade emelinye kama pa entimi emfa ema.
All right, inti yenfensia na enkofa adom kase no mrem ye ba obra atuan djumedie no ebeto so edi amamyakramo nyame adwan ebesan enemu ehia
ya say wakobod nipa bia daja ne ye